Good to see you again, Gene. Let's do a nice long shoe.
Play action fakes it for Paxton zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Gino's Picks, where after nearly a second straight perfect week that saw Daddy go 3-1 to improve to 7-1 for 88% over the past 2 weeks, 75% over the past 3, and probably what is the most amazing, saw me improve to 19-17 overall to put me back on the winning side of Vegas for the first time since week 1. I love doing this. But don't take my word for it. Just ask your banker, because he cannot believe the transaction you must be sending his way. Hey, you do the math, because if you were betting $100 a week on these picks, you would have made $1,900 on the winners and lost $1,870 on the losers and would have made $30 going into week 10, which means you were sending your guy $3.33 every week saying, put this in the 401k. Of course, no one really did that, because anyone that actually sets aside his $3 and change worth of gambling winnings every week is no doubt sending it to the Israeli Defense League, because they're dues. Now let's get to the picks. My first pick, the Buccaneers are laying 1.5 to the Titans in Tampa. Really? Only 3? Yes. Will Levis looked good in his debut when his Titans beat the Falcons 28-23, but he only looked good because they were wearing those Oilers throwbacks, which we all agree they should be wearing every week. But don't think he looked impressive at quarterback, as wide receiver D-Hop looked like he wasn't being covered by a Falcon as much as an extinct bird. Here we go. Because every time that Levis looked in D-Hop's direction, rather than following him on his route, the quarterback had gone the way of the dodo.
I hate you.
And was nowhere to be seen. But if you want to see how Levis looks against a real defense, look no further than his more recent Thursday night game, where Levis completed barely half of his passes and never got one, let alone 4 into the end zone against the Steelers. And while the Titans will be studying game tape of Baker Mayfield, maybe Levis should be, because BM, and I can't believe I never notice those are his initials, because fucking Baker Mayfield wrote the book on scoring often against bad defenses 2 or 3 times a year.
DMF.
Baker is way better at this garbage game than Levis. Take the Bucs in this virtual pick'em. Way of the dodo. My next pick, Steelers are laying 3 to the Packers in Pittsburgh. A lot of people were down on Pittsburgh, who got off to a shaky start this season. With rather than focus on their wins against the Raiders and the Browns in the first 2 weeks, the first month, people noticed a blowout loss opening week against a very good Niners team and another loss against a not so good Texas teams. But that was the first month of the season, as the Steelers were getting their act together, making all 4 of those games outliers, as opposed to anyone that tells you Jordan Love is any fucking good, because those people are flat outliers.
Whoa.
Packers suck. Take the Steelers and lay the 3.
Whoa. I will say Jordan Love can be a good quarterback. He hasn't shown it yet, but he keeps showing that he can be, but he just hasn't crossed it. Just like CJ Stroud did last week, Jordan Love just needs one of those games to show that he's on the board as one of the up and coming quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, Gino, back to your picks.
Kid's a pro. The Niners are like,
and the Mad Dog. New they do. 66. The Fan. WFA.
Go in the
afternoon, everybody.
Go in the baby. What? My next pick, the Niners are laying 3 to the Jags in Jacksonville. Here we go. Yes, the Niners have lost their last 3 games, but that's because they lost both Deebo Samuel and, even more importantly, offensive lineman Trent Williams for the last 2. Well, both of them are back. And as much as the return of Deebo leaves a lot more options for the last pick in the NFL draft, quarterback Brock Purdy, Trent Williams leaves very few options for the defensive line. I got to change it for the dick joke.
What position does he play?
Offensive tackle.
Oh, boy, he totally blew that.
But it doesn't matter, because the guy that plays offensive tackle, Trent Williams, is an incredibly disruptive factor that changed the game. In fact, the last time I saw someone with the ability to blow any given play, Kevin Brennan's whore wife was invading the theater district.
Oh,
Niners find their first W in a month. Take the Niners, lay the 3 in Jacksonville.
Jeez.
Here we go, which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night bet. Or as I say, get this fucking hair out of my mouth. The Broncos are getting 7 and a hook from the Bills on Monday night in Buffalo. If this game were being played last year in Week 10, I would have loved this line, as the Denver Broncos were mid-collapse and the Bills were pre-collapse. But since then, the offense of the Buffalo without Brian Dable continues to collapse, and now the defense collapsed literally when Matt Milano suffered this horrific leg injury against the Jags in London. Trust me, you want to be on the Broncos on this one. While, as they're not very good, they're at least improving under Sean Payton, who seems to at least be able to get a little bit more out of Russell Wilson this year than Nathaniel Hackett ever did, which is why I would definitely go with Denver, because no one on Buffalo is making money. Well, that means on the Buffalo side. I'll tell you one guy on Buffalo that is making money, injured Matt Milano, who got a gig with Pepperidge Farms doing appearance gigs on his legs, saying, "That's the way this cookie crumbles." Take the Broncos and the points. Those are Gino's picks. How we doing, guys?
Sure. This is on the air.
Not really.
To live is to journey. That's why Bridgestone is relentlessly seeking ways to improve.
Ha! Ha ha! There I am. I got to work on the transition. Hey, to steal a line from another great podcaster, a much better one. Can you see me? Can you feel me? Can you fucking hear me, people? What is fucking up? Happy. Oh, we are packed on a Saturday. Now I was about to, hold on, there's a mess here. I was about to literally throw the little girl 6 on her little perch there where she slept. If you watched me with Stuttering John yesterday, 6 was on her perch there. But right now, she's just past the other Anthony Cumia shirt that I wore yesterday in her box. So happy Saturday, David Carpenter, my man. Welcome if you're just coming over from Ski Mask, which I think is still going on. I was over there. I will say it again. Look, let me say this about Ski Mask again. I'm watching Keanu yesterday on the Backyard Boys, and I'm not even gonna get into that with them. I'm not, because there's certain people in this house that still don't seem to understand. I had a different point, but
I took care of it. Oh, you.
That's a hooker. That's Jocelyn Jane, who I was trying to do a bit. And so Keanu goes into the Backyard Boys, and what's his name's in there? Ski Mask, and he stinks. Now he stinks because he's trying to be funny. There's a new Stuttering John, speaking of the old Stuttering John, because there's a new actual Stuttering John and there's a new old school Stuttering John. And that's who Ski Mask is, in my opinion, because he tried 9 times to be funny on fucking, what was it, Backyard Boys last night, and he went 0 for 10. He went 0 for 10 in those nine attempts. But today, I put on Ski Mask Collective, as I often do. No, Jesse James, I'm not fighting with anyone. You'll see, buddy. But thank you for checking in. You'll see this is a compliment, as only I can do it. But thank you for checking in, buddy. Love you, man. Yeah, we put it on. He's lying sideways in bed, Ski Mask, while Jim Stansel is just being Jim, fucking hilarious. And I show Ken, I'm like, look at fucking Ski Mask, and she laughs harder at Ski Mask. $2 to push-ups, who wrote, Keanu Cast is better. You're boring, so effing boring. I'm not going to untie you with that attitude. And he wrote boring in all caps twice. All right, I'm sending him. You can't send Kiki Bucks on my fucking show. Are you happy, push-ups? Are you happy, push-ups? I know you're happy, push-ups. I know you're happy. Kirkland Reds 100. Kiki dollars coming his way. No, Kirkland Reds. He wasn't laying down like Jake Hudson. You ready for this? He was laying down like Rock Hudson. Faggot. I'm kidding. But to use an actual reference, he was laying down like fucking, who was it? God forgive me, Burt Reynolds in the Playboy Centerfold. He's lying in his bed, no shirt on, sideways, and I show Keanu, and we both laugh. We laugh harder at him lying in his bed doing nothing than anyone laughed at him yesterday. I would argue on fucking he was on whatchamacallit this week too. He's not funny when he tries to be. When he's lying in bed sideways, all akimbo, Jesse James. He's very proud of that mattress. When he's lying in his bed all akimbo, when he's picketing outside my show with a sign, the guy's fucking gold. Me and Keanu are probably going to have him picket outside of our wedding. Here we go. Here we go. And anyone see anyone? Anyone? Fucking hooker. Yeah, make sure you stay covered so they think it's Keanu. All right, they saw your Keanu. Derek Andrew says, if Keanu just got up and Michael Gavin, I'll lead this Gratcast, I'd piss myself laughing. I'm bored. Working hard, need enough for the wedding. Thank you. Push-ups 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was funny to me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We know you're paying, Keanu. Gino's housing. Is she taking a dump, Mr. White? I think she just answered that. Gino is housing Palestinian refugees. Okay. Johnny Mills says, why is a Muslim woman in your home if she yells Allah Akbar, run? There's nowhere to run. It's 3 fucking rooms. I mean, there's nowhere to run. So anyway, long fucking week. She's not wearing a hijab. She's wearing a Snoopy blanket. I have all Snoopy blankets in this house. Shout out to who sent me that Snoopy blanket? Lisa from Pittsburgh sent me that. Lisa, I think her last name is Schaefer. I know her last name is from Pittsburgh. Lisa from Pittsburgh sent me that like 2 years ago. Thank you very much. I remember the people that send the good stuff. So that said, where was I? Oh, here she is. Here's our little.
I have a shirt on.
Prove it. She doesn't. I checked. So what a full week. And we'll talk about the Stuttering John thing. We'll talk about fucking if you didn't see Gum Friday, because all we did I'm gonna change my name to the fucking Content Factory. I'm telling you, people, it's a content factory here. It's a fucking content factory. Because what do? We do in hot water. We give you 90 minutes. Who are we kidding? We give you well over 2 hours of content, because let's face it, the dumping in hot water, it's just a giant fun time. Okay. So you're getting 8 hours of Gino, Steve, and Garrett fucking 4 days a week. You're getting fucking another 9.5 hours if you're subscribed to Gum Friday. You understand? Then Saturday you come. And by the way, let's be honest. If you're watching my shit shows, you are subscribed. You're subscribed and just rolling in the goddamn Kiki bucks and coins. There you go. I'm sure you're subscribed to youtube.com, Keanu C. Thompson, who had a fantastic show this fucking week. She, who did you have on the, she had her boy Brett Raybould. Thank you, baby. She had Brett Raybould on, and they had a mime. Then Chrissy came in and shat on the mime. And my favorite show was Late Night Wednesday, when I was unavailable because I was sitting there with Six, who thank you for your positive vibes. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for just thank you for that. Keanu was so worried sick. Even Max Loadz called in. And I'm very happy to say that, much like her fucking stubborn father, and we'll get to the chat, I ended up not having to take her into the actual vet because I took her to the emergency room. They gave me fucking drugs for her. And those drugs seem to have done the trick. And then I got to take her off the gabapentin, the gabagool. Thank you, Aaron, for saying it's a lot. You have to be a lunatic to watch everything. But it's there. Aaron, it's there whether you want to watch it or not. And then you get Saturday, you get this. And then Sunday, you get to watch me lose my mind, sometimes with special guests like Max Loadz or Keanu C. Thompson, watching the Chargers, which I'm going to do anyway. So I might as well let you guys fucking glom off my suffering. And Fitzy wants to know, yo, Loadz, is that going to be a Loadz cast tomorrow? I don't know that it'll be a Loadz cast because I believe the Seahawks are playing at that hour too. Hey, Google, what time does Seattle play football tomorrow? Pretty sure they're 4 o'clock.
The Seahawks will be playing the Commanders tomorrow at 4:25 p.m. in Seattle.
I can assure you, Fitzy, that will not be a Loadz cast. But I promise you, actually, we'll make it a mini Loadz, just a mini Loadz, because I'm sure I'll be able to call him. This could be even better, because you know what I should try and do, Fitzy? I should try and have Loadz. Loadz is my nephew, who's the brains of the operation. Set him up with like a thing so he can Skype in. But just calling him will be great. Jesse James says, show the video of KB shitting his pants. I'll hang up and watch. Oh, we will get to that. But thank you for helping me with that segue, Jesse James, because that ties me into what I was saying with all the content we give you. So we are hanging out on Wednesday morning doing our Fitzy, I can't promise he'll be shirtless. I cannot promise it. Well, okay, look, PB, he'll be around. So Max, will you be shirtless? Will you be shirtless, Max Loadz? Hold on, Fitzy. I'm gonna call Loadz a sec, because he's got nothing better to do than answer my calls. Hold on. Sure, Charles will call him. I think Charles was calling yesterday.
Uncle Gino.
Yo, Loadz.
Hey, I was just here at Jeff's. They're having something for Rosalie's 3rd birthday. And somebody said, "What's Gino doing?" So I'm like, "Here's what he's doing."
Well, Loadz, your number one fan, Fitzy, wants to know if you'll be shirtless when you call in tomorrow to update us on the Seahawks game.
I don't think I will be shirtless.
All right. Well, Mr. White says I should have the pink blanket on as a guest. Is that an idea?
Please stop.
Fitzy said, "Yo, Loadz."
You gotta stop.
Says, "Duh, Loadz." Kirkland Red says, "Drop in on Loadz." That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Everybody's loading up on it.
Loadsing up. They're loadsing up. Who's Max loadsing up on this week? Oh, the Jaguars.
That is correct. The Jaguars.
I don't think the Jaguars, Pete. You'll see. You will see. There's something about Brock Purdy having a little extra time. Chargers have no running game. Why, Peter? Why?
Because Staley's a bad coach. I don't know, Gene.
Peter, one word, COVID. The answer with me is always COVID, or Kevin Brennan's wife is a filthy fucking whore.
I'm going to stick with COVID then.
Oh, I'm going to stick it in Kevin's filthy whore wife.
You don't need to do that.
Jake
you don't
G
need to
wants
say
to
this.
know pantsless. Now, will you go shirtless and or pantsless? Mr. Fabersham wrote loading zone with a Z in the middle. So let me explain this clever joke, Pete. It's loadsing zone.
I understand.
I don't know if you're getting it. Once again. This was not expected. I was simply going to retire and enjoy my life losing golf balls. Right.
And cursing about the weather.
And losing real balls where? In Maxine loads. Am I right? That's a loadsing zone. Am I right, Pete?
So gifted you are. So gifted.
It's my big brother. Tell them what
I can't wait to fill Maxine in on all this.
Oh, is that code for something? I bet you can fill her in and up, right? I should have just said and up. We'll do it again. You say I can't. Your line, you ready? Your line, Pete, is I can't wait to fill Maxine in.
I can't wait to fill Maxine in.
And up. Am I right? Keanu, do you get it? He's putting his dick in Maxine Loadz.
There's something wrong with you.
I don't know. There's a lot of.
I should have never. I should have never said anything.
What's that?
I should have never said anything.
Novak 220 says your brother is a saint. Oh, he is.
There's no human being in the world should have to deal with what you've tortured.
No one blamed the Unabombers, brother.
That's exactly right. If I was still employed, that was my defense. If any kid ever came to say, "Is your brother Gino Visconti?" Yeah. I would not deny you. I would just say, "Of course he is." And yes, I have nothing to do with it.
Our buddy Brett Raybold was on Keanu Cast this week. He's the guy that raced the movie play, and he's telling a story, Pete, how he's with his casting agent, right? And it's one of those moments, your little brother, like, I'm the coolest man alive. Somebody comes up to me in front of his casting. "Yo, I see you all the time on In Hot Water." And he goes, you can imagine. Am I wrong, Kenner? He goes, "Oh, yeah, I get this all the time." And he's like, meanwhile, he's like praying that this woman has not watched In Hot Water, this show where they just show gay porn and the guy makes black and cum jokes. Yeah, I'm on that all the time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. All right, big brother, I'll let you get back to that family stuff. And me and Keanu are coming over on Thanksgiving, right?
Sure, yeah. You're welcome to the house. It'll be empty. I probably should say, because like we're in Florida for that.
Like your balls, right, Max Loadz?
Yes, of course. As always, like my balls. What the hell goes on with you?
All right, now
can your thought process ever get away from balls?
What time do you have to get back to the gym, Peter?
yeah, I got to work out. All right.
No, the gym where you hit women in the torso.
I know what you're talking about. I tried to make it not as filthy, but you, God forbid, you let anything go.
Kiana, your brother's funnier than you too, right?
Yes.
That's Rock Loadz.
Yes.
Oh, Fitzy says, how's the best man speech coming along, Pete?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Maybe I'll get around to it. Maybe I'll get to it when you get to your 15 clean minutes for Letterman and Leno.
Hold on, I have to go hit that hooker in the other room. Let me say it accurately. I gotta go hit that hooker in one of the other 2 rooms I'm not in. Fitzy says, I hope Peter goes up to give the speech at the wedding and everyone goes, yo, Loadz, before he starts speaking. I can promise you that is going to happen.
Right, and never will I have a prouder moment.
Oh, and Jake 1G says, have Steve co-write it. He has a gift. The only way Steve co-writes it, he was drinking wine glasses filled with Jameson.
Oh my God. I can't. I drank the Jameson a lot, and I can't. I lost my taste for it after I vomited it all back up.
Is your wife on the phone right now?
Oh my God!
What I did was
I know what you did. We all know what you did. We all know what you did.
Let me explain it. That's clever. I implied Maxine Loadz was talking about your loads.
I know what you did.
I don't know.
Everybody knows what you did. It's because it's all you do. Do you understand?
It's my big brother. My big brother. All right, well, I'll let you get back to the fam and everything, big brother, but let's plan on that. Like, I'll just call you in between while I'm losing my mind and you're celebrating, knock wood, a W.
All right, yeah, I'll be around. I always got the phone.
Oh, I know.
Tell Fitzy to have a nice weekend.
You just did. And I was on Stuttering John's podcast yesterday, by the way.
I do. Yeah. Where can you find that? Because I don't even know what I was doing.
I'll send you the link. It's up. It's not behind a paywall or anything.
All right.
Gino was better back before he sold out. All right. Later, Loadz.
Later.
That is the great Max Loadz, everyone. Max Loadz. Guy's a goddamn pro. Yeah, that was a Fitzy. I didn't get to say that to him. Excuse me. Joey C's parole officer says great podcast with Stuttering John yesterday. Yeah, it was. I was saying that I really enjoyed that because I got to say everything I wanted to say, shitting on the likes of Kevin Brennan. I got to defend the people I liked in the MLC verse, like Shuley and Bob Levy. And, it was enjoyable to wear the Anthony Cumia shirt, which fucking, I thought would keep him at bay from saying anything dumb. And then he dropped a pocky and I had to call him out on that, which was just absolute fucking faggotry. But getting back to what I was saying, pre-loads, pre-cum, I should say, the best part was also, of this week. My favorite part of this week was when we were sitting around on Gum Friday, me and Garrett and Steve, as we do, joking around, shitting on I believe I called Kevin Brennan's wife a whore, which drives him nuts. And if you watched, what was it? Me on Stuttering John, I called her a whore repeatedly. And then when John really asked me, I said, no, John, she's not a whore. I don't know her. I've never met her. I've never seen her. But because of the world Kevin Brennan lives in, when I call his wife a whore, no matter how many times I say it's just a joke, all his fans will say, he called your wife a whore. And then we had the beauty of chatting about it. And I brought it up to Garrett and Steve. And I said, Garrett, Steve, I never bring it up because I don't want to dwell on it. But the one time I really did fuck with Kevin Brennan, he backed down like a little bitch. And damn, if they're like, no way or whatever, if you saw Gum Friday, you saw it. So I don't have to try and remember the exact words. But they're like, when was that? And I'm like, I don't know. Find the episode where everyone was in the studio. It's the same day as the Not Water show with Kevin, football show that was taken down. And there you go. And it says, 40 years of fine-tuning found it. They said, you pop an hour and 50 minutes in. I wrote, not what I was referring to. May have been a different episode. Let me check. He goes, no worries. I'm skipping through. And there you go. the 3:55 mark. Look at Bob Levy laughing like a hyena as fucking Kevin Brennan shits his fucking pants. Now, that's a great picture. That's a picture of him with a black eye. No one really cares. But it literally became the backdrop for the, let me see if I can find it. In Hot Water made it the backdrop of their page. And there's Keanu. Oh, and there's Keanu with a 6 update. Look at this. Hold on. I do love that this is me in a nutshell. I have all this gratitude about my cat being well, and I have all this pissiness. Like, look at Kevin Brennan, this little tiny fucking bitch. Look, all right. Is this the? Let me see if this is the poop. Oh, here's the video. Hold on.
Kevin's calling.
Now watch Kevin shit his pants here in this 4-second clip. Look at this.
Kevin's calling you.
Oh, hey.
Kevin's calling you.
And that's not even. That's not even. There's a longer clip that I believe In Hot Water put up where not only does he fucking push back like a bitch, this very tough man, not only does he push back like a bitch, but In Hot Water is insanely funny. He literally starts kicking and screaming. Here we go. And again, as we go to watch this,
does Gavin like me? Can he let me to the gig in Florida?
Oh shit!
Does Gavin?
Now, here's what you're about to see. Okay, you're about to see a lot of things. There's a lot to unpack here. Okay, now what you're about to see is Kevin Brennan drunk. Okay, he's drunk. He's out over his skis. Okay, and he is doing what he does. And I've had it. This is me not so much getting mad at Kevin Brennan, but getting mad at everyone that buys into this bullshit. And don't get me wrong. I'll watch. It's Gratcast, so I'll make this about gratitude. Okay, I said it. I said, thank God I get to go behind that desk every day. Me, Garrett, and Steve talked about it. I believe it was on Wednesday when I couldn't have been more spent. That was the pit. What do you girls say, Keanu? The peak in the pit. That was the pit. That was the pit of the week. I was exhausted because with my cat, who fucking, I'm telling you, I am not full of shit, and that ties into what you're about to see. I'm not full of shit, okay? I'm fucking a loyal fucking person, okay? I'm fucking loyal. This cat is fucking, she's a cunt. I know she's a cunt. I know she's a fucking bitch. I said this to 3 different people, and they, in the past week. Female cats are bad. Female calicos are terrible. Female calicos that were bottle fed are the best and the worst, because they see the person at the end of that bottle and they're like, this guy, no one goes near this guy. This is my guy. No one is good enough for this guy. No one. I'm trying to defend this, and it'll lead into another fucking loyal cunt in my life. And she says, this guy, this is the guy. And anyone that goes near this guy, she's not like her dad. Her dad, we talked about this, is I let everyone in. And then when you fuck me over, you're out. And you have to fuck me over. Had this conversation with fucking my buddy Fred Rubino. Had this conversation with my buddy Bomba, who's the opposite. Fucking, and after the 10th time you shit on me, I'm like, all right, now that the 10th one reminded me of the other 9. And now you're dead to me. Okay? That little girl, not that little girl in there who's a good girl who wants more candy. Shut up. Shut up. You know who else is a loyal woman? I'll tell you who. Bolt Patricia. Bolt Patricia says, Bolt Patricia says, send Garrett the link, excuse me. Bolt Patricia says, Gino, I like how you dropped the F slur twice on Stud Show. He smiled the first time, then the second time he remembered he's supposed to pretend to be offended. Thank you, Bolt Patricia. And thank you, Bolt Patricia, again, for that sexy picture that you changed your avatar to. And my question to you is simply, have you picked up Boltman yet? You could at least, this is when you rekindle it. I think Boltman knows what he's doing. I think Boltman, last we saw, he was in the hospital in a wheelchair with his dick and balls hanging out of the gown. And I got to tell you, guy's packing a nice piece, Bolt Patricia. You cannot tell me you don't miss Boltman's nice piece. You cannot. Okay. Now, and by the way, this is a good time. This is a good time to let people know we're about to shit on Kevin Brenny. Okay. And I've got to find, this is the longer clip. Okay. And again, by the way, if you're not, shout out if you're not following the fucking, where the hell is it? Hold on. If you're not following fucking YouTube Gum Fridays, it's one thing to not be following us on Patreon on Gum Fridays. That's on you. If you followed us on Gum Fridays, like 40 years of fine tuning, you would have been able to break this story. Okay. But at least subscribe to Gum Fridays so you could see stuff like this. Okay. Now, as I was saying about this lovely little kitty, she is a loyal fucking cat, you know, and that's how they do. Okay. And so Wednesday, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted because that's the day I realized that this cat, that I'm like, Tuesday, I'm like, I think I made it worse. Did I make it worse taking her to the emergency room? Or did I just fucking take her to the emergency room and they said she's sick and you need to take her to a doctor and you're just sitting there waiting for her to get better when she's not getting better? So Wednesday, I'm like, all right, I got to decide. She's on the gabapentin. She's taking the meds for her ear. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do because tonight I have to decide either I'm taking her off the gabapentin and just letting her get her appetite back on her own, or I'm taking her to the vet and making it better or way worse. And I was talking to a woman who said exactly that. They're like, getting back to the, female calicos that are bottle fed are insane. Okay. And she's slowly winning Keanu. She's winning Keanu over. She's winning Keanu over. You know, this is true. Hold on. If you don't believe me, we'll get back to the Kevin Brenny thing. Hold on. Look at this. You don't believe it's true? Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this picture. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Oh, that's just a picture. Hold on. I thought the video of me and Keanu. Look at this. Let's take a look. I thought I had a video of it here. How are my two best girls? Look at this.
What?
How are my two best girls? Putting this on Twitter. How can you sit here and tell
What's
me?
that, 6? Kevin Brennan's wife is a whore?
It's a non-refundable deposit for the taxidermist, just so you know.
Look at 6. You're hurting feelings.
I guess.
How are my two best girls?
Why is she buying?
That is.
Like me? Can he let me to the gig in Florida?
Oh. All right, so here we go. Let's get back to this so we can make it nice and big. Okay, so again, it's a slow burn to quote Casey Musgraves. It's a slow burn, but she's coming around. She's a loyal little gal. Now, as I was saying, and we'll get to this in a moment, Kevin Brennan, like when I get behind that desk, I was drained. So Wednesday I get behind the desk and I tell everyone, like, I'm drained. I'm like, the only thing that keeps me going sometimes is how lucky I am to have a job I genuinely love. Keanu will be the first to tell you, I literally do what you're supposed to do when you're totally insane. Keanu, you don't have to put your punchlines up from the video. You don't have to. Like, you're right in there. They heard your punchline. She's funnier than me. We all get it. Push-ups. Keanu Cass is better. This is boring. Are you happy? Push-ups. Your girls scatting and bebopping and sprucing up the Gino show. Gratcast. We wake up this morning, slept in. I love sleeping in on Saturdays with her. And she goes, what time do you have to do Crabcast? And I punched her so hard in the face. And then she's on top of me and she's beating the shit out of me. And 6 is like trying to pull her off. She's like, you're next, cat.
Is that what you think happened?
No.
Did I let you have sex with me?
Can I change my answer to she let me have sex with her? She let me win. She really is funny. I'm grinning like an idiot because I'm getting away with something. All right, so the taxidermist is non-refundable. Ha ha ha. Can I move on with my story? Cunt. So, where was I? So again, by the way, and we'll get to all these chats. Look at this. I love Kirkland Reds. Watch Bob barely touch KB, and then KB said the only reason he didn't kill you is because Bob grabbed him. Oh, Kirkland Reds. No. That's a different video. Do you understand? That's the video everyone saw. That's the video where, again, and I'll get back to that in a minute, everything's a fucking work with these two. Everything's a work. When I go to that desk every fucking day, and Garrett and Steve, of course, made fun of me because they're fucking so goddamn funny. They're so goddamn good at it. They're like, oh, you wouldn't rather just be home playing video games? And then Steve watched Garrett play Tetris for 10 minutes, and it was funnier than anything I did all week. I get it. It was almost as funny as the stupid taxidermist line some cunt just put up. I get it. But I mean it. When I say shit, and I even had this conversation with Stuttering John yesterday, and I will give Stuttering John some props, okay? Like we disagree on a lot, but we agree on a lot. And fucking trust me, he's convinced Joe Biden is saving the world. And he tried to compare himself to Joe Biden, which I would never do, going, well, when I call him Pocky, when I was like, ugh, grow the fuck up. And I even turned that around and said, yeah, maybe you should have had acne. I should have said that. I was being nice. So you would have been funny. Fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's a different thing. Everyone thinks that's the only clip of me and Kevin Brennan because everyone in the Kevin Brennan, we love fucking, fuck me being a cult leader. Kevin Brennan should be a cult leader because he's the fucking actual emperor in Star Wars. Use the hate. Use the hate. So I go in on Wednesday and we talk about how everything we do is genuine. And literally that show is me saying, I'm exhausted. I don't know how we're going to, and then I just fucking feed off the energy of doing something that I love and I'm great. Okay. But with these guys, I've had it with these guys where everything is a goddamn work. Hold on. Let me get to these two. Thank you so much. Bolt Patricia responded saying he can't maintain an erection with that big piece. That's terrible. That's terrible. Diesel Cat, $10 for that cunt, kitty and 6'2". See what he did there? Thank you, Diesel Cat. Fucking another guy, another kitty wooing 6. Who's a good girl? Psst, psst, psst. 6 is. All right. So yeah. So don't be confused. This is a completely different clip. Now, I'm going to point this out. Aaron said it. Careful, Kiki. I'm pretty sure that cat can understand English. He talks to it all the time. Might be able to read too. Excuse me. By the taxidermist non-refundable. All right, so we're caught up. All right, so this is Kevin getting way out over his fucking skis. He's drunk, okay? And this is why he doesn't come in anymore. And I'm not saying this is a fact, but I'm saying you cannot convince me otherwise. Steve said it one time. This is early Steve, before Steve fucking had a foothold as the fucking stud that he is in compound media. And he was just saying, well, from what I see, it just seems like Kevin really likes hanging out with us. But by the time he goes home drunk, his wife's like, what are you getting drunk with all those people for just $100 for? Which is probably why a guy like Kevin, love you too, Petey. Which is probably why a guy like Kevin would fucking make it like, yeah, I was only getting $100. I wish Anthony gave him 400 so he'd be divorced by now. Fucking dummy. But yeah, Steve's like, I think his wife's just pissed that he's just getting drunk, coming home with $100, and he's gone all night, coming home hammered, which makes sense because he's obliterated here. He's obliterated here. And now he gets out over his skis because he literally pulls the shit. One time I jokingly myself said, I looked at the boss because I was, we were talking about like me doing the, whatchamacallit, not me doing, but me flying out. Like, yeah, I was going to fly out to fucking Florida to hang out with you guys for the cognitive dissidents. I always say that, but now it's the End Racism Tour. And I said to Anthony, I'm like, he's like, would you want to do a guest spot? I'm like, I don't remember what it was, but at one point I go, yeah, why not? Gavin thinks I'm funny, right? Half laughing, half serious. And fucking, I was talking about this with Kevin when we were still friends. And Kevin, of course, turns it into, Gavin thinks no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck whether Gavin thinks I'm funny. No one gives a fuck whether Kevin thinks I'm funny. I have to fucking crack myself up and go from there. All right. But Kevin loves this bit because he's an insecure, sad old fucking man. And he's literally become, well, if I shit on him, that makes me funnier. No. So he makes it into this work. And the third time he says it, I'm like, all right, now I'm going to have some fun. And you couldn't see my face when I walked in. You'll see it in the doorway, but I'll say it again. Look at the date. This is right after the Pat Dixon diet. This is right after I had written on that door an erasable marker, how's my face look, Pat? Because while I was on a fucking, 1,500 calorie diet of juice and mashed potatoes, I was working out. I was fucking getting abs. I was fucking getting cut. There are pictures of me that I lost. It's a shame, but I don't want to look at them anymore because I got a little flabby. And you can see, Daddy is fucking trying to flex while he walks up there. And I literally am looking at Kevin like this. I'm like, how much longer are you going to do this bit? How much longer are you going to do this bit? And Keanu can tell you, I have characters coming out the ass lately. What's the new one? Librarian Gino? It's pretty good. Pretty good. I might unveil that on Monday. Can't do it. I took the prop off the glasses. But not now. She gets a little fussy. She's a little colicky in the morning. So now the important thing we do here is look at Kevin's face. Look at Kevin's stupid, smug face because he's in his own world. He's in his own world, okay? And what you're about to see is Kevin Brennan be the cunt that he is, okay? Be the absolute cunt that he is. And I don't care what you say. I'm flexing and stuff. And I know that sounds gay and you can call me a faggot for saying it. But if you think I was ever going to hit this bitch, please. But Kevin doesn't know that. And it's not just what he does here. Watch when I walk around the desk and he starts kicking like a cunt. You ready? You kids ready? Oh, I can't get enough of this. Here we go.
Kevin like me? Can he let me to the gig in Florida?
Oh, shit. Look at that face. Okay, now again, Kevin's a tough guy. Gina, the important thing is Kevin's a tough guy, and I'm a pussy. Okay, so watch.
Did it get rained out? Please, Kevin. Please, let me be a proud boy,
Look
too.
at his face now. Faggot. Watch me, faggot.
Faggot.
Look at him. Look at me. Look at Bob. And it's almost like Bob knows me. And look at the ball slap, and I love this. It's almost like Bob knows me, and he knows I'm not going to hit him. But Kevin doesn't know that, does he? Let's watch.
Gino, Kevin's calling.
Now, I'm going to freeze it here for a minute so everyone can see the moment that Kevin Brenny's like, is he going to hit me? Because I'm a little cunt. I'm a frail. This is the moment where Kevin's brain, and I'll say it again. I'll say it for the 8 trillionth time this week. I said it constantly to fucking Stuttering John. If you dip your toe in the river of iniquity, just trying to make my coffee warm. You know I do that. Next thing you know, you put your whole foot in, then your whole leg, and then you're bathing in it, and suddenly you drown in it. If you fucking start doing bits as a work because you've given up on genuinely trying to make people laugh, genuinely trying to be funny, genuinely trying to be a comic in New York City, genuinely trying to do any of that and say, why the fuck should I do that? Why the fuck should I do that when people seem to like me being an asshole? Well, this is him suddenly for a split second saying, I'm a 63-year-old fucking frail Irishman. I don't want to get hit. Is he going to hit me? And I'm telling you, hold on, I'm trying to catch up with the chat while I break this down. The cult of Bisconti is on the rise. Peanut Gallery said, period. I don't know what that means. Kevin Palpatine. That's cute, Rudy Vega. Yes, KB does have a Chad Zumach shirt on. Jesse James, how's Garrett's dad doing? Keanu, is something wrong with Garrett's dad? He never mentioned it to me. Oh, yeah, he's fine now. I love Jesse James. He's a dummy. All right. It is indeed. It's the mugshot shirt, C-Mox. Shout out to you. Okay, why is there an address 71-01-03 Metropolitan Ave, Middle Village, New York, Keanu? I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure we looked at it during the football show. It's a taxidermist, Keanu. Yeah, it is. What would we? Non-refundable. Is anyone else visualizing Keanu showing up with a picture of 6 saying how much? How much? That's and the taxidermist going, that's a lot of stuffing. I'm gonna need a deposit on this one. Yeah, I think it's funny now. Oh, here's one for you, Keanu. Soren Ringholm, I don't even know him, wrote cat. I thought it was a full-grown panda. Well, we have a new asshole. There's a new asshole in the chat. And I'm going to tell you something that you probably know. Panda is a funny word. Panda is a funny word, Soren. That's a good one. That's a good one, Soren. So, where was I? Fitzy, how can you talk and read here, but you need to take breaks in the studio? I don't. Bleep's gonna bleep. Gino, long time no see. Missed you, you bundle of sticks. This bundle of sticks missed you too, you faggot. Kirkland Reds writes, Steve is really good, but Garrett is basically Anthony's co-host, and the show is better than Anthony. Yeah, have a full-time co-host. Yeah. Levy, what's going on, buddy? Bob, I hope you're still in here. How long ago did you leave this? Oh, 5 minutes ago. Bob, I'm cracking up because look, like you've known me so long, and the beauty of this fucking freeze frame right here, Bob, is literally you're laughing because you know me. You know there's no way I'm gonna hit Kevin. You're like, this is great. This is Bob. Am I wrong saying, look at Gino doing a little pro wrestling. Look at Gino fucking coming around calling me a faggot. I speak for Bob. I am the Bob Levy fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Whisperer. I would never be. I'm not a whisperer in any way. But this is and I said this, Bob. I don't know if you saw me on Stuttering John yesterday. He was shitting on you, and I said, and this is literally what I described. I'm like, John, you can shit on Bob all you want. I get you don't like him, but I get mad at Bob, but I could never stay mad at Bob. We have too much history. I love him too much. And even if I was mad at him, we'd sit down, have drinks, and laugh like fucking idiots. I adore Bob Levy. You know, you can see it. It's in the thing. But this is Bob knowing me. And by the way, fucking while Kev's about to shit his pants, Bob doesn't really even try and hold me back because one, he knows I'm not going to hit him. Two, he's laughing hysterically. But let's see if Bob weighed in because I'm so far behind on the chat now. It's like, yeah, I'm not good at keeping up with the chat. Yeah, Bob just wrote ha, so he gets it. Rabbi Levy. Brett's Hollywood Show says KB looks like the monster with Down syndrome from Goonies. And Jesse James, Shuley thinks Bob can't deny that. And again, I defended Shuley as well. He's like, Shuley, I'm like, I've known Shuley too long, and he's never been anything but honest with me. And when I tell Shuley Anthony Zenhauser stinks, he goes, nah, I like him. I like people that will hang around with people that don't like their friends and be like, yeah, I like him. And if you hate me because I like someone you hate, then you can leave. And you can say John has no talent, Bob. I tried to. Bob, you need to watch it. You need to. Actually, you don't need to watch it. I wouldn't put you through that. You don't want to watch John. But John said he got the Tonight Show because of his. You know, he's like, I didn't get it because of Stern. I got it because I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. And I'm like, John, you're a celebrity because of Stern. And he wouldn't fucking let that sink in. And we agreed to disagree on that. Now, where was I? Shuley stinks of super chats. There you go, Kirkland Red. I don't know if that's shitting on him or not. But let's get back to the man of the hour, Kevin Brenny. Okay? So here you see Kevin Brenny fucking shitting his pants. Bob Levy laughing hysterically because John Stalin is being stupid. See, here's Bob's emoji of how hard he's laughing at the piece of shit Kevin Brenny is. Okay, so again, this is the moment Kevin Brennan goes from everything's at work and does Gavin like me and everyone hates Gino because no. And I fucking flex and walk up and let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at his attitude change. Oh, go back half a sec. Oh, what are you? Look at this little bitch and look at Bob laughing like a hyena. Let's take a look. Here we go.
Oh, hey. Oh, no.
Look at him. Does this look like a man in attack pose? Would you please stop? Would you please make a note of this? Would you please? And again, I'm not going to hit him. We've been over this. Look at Bob. Bob is all right. look at Levy. All right. Come on. This is Bob Levy going, come on. In fact, I'm pretty sure Bob's the one that goes, let's drink. I love Levy. Love him. All right, look at it. He's like, come on. I'm sorry I keep stopping this. What did I slam on the table? I just knocked the microphone over. You can see it right there. I knocked the microphone over. Jimmy Grindle, let's read. You literally hate people who like people you hate, delusional hypocrite. Jimmy, what's it like knowing you are useless? What's it like knowing we opened our studio to you? We let you on my show. We let you on Chrissy's show. You bombed and you blame everyone else. What's it like knowing I leave this up? Because I have no ill will to you. I don't. I'd say you're like a cockroach, but any fucking cockroach or fucking, I get one about once every 4 months. I'm going to execute everyone I find in this apartment now. I'm going to fucking drown them. I'm going to drown the fucking poison off them. Whatever the fuck it is, knockwood, because I'm convinced. I don't even. Did you put Jimmy Grinnell in timeout? Ha ha ha! My Kiki. Speaking of useless people, yeah, I'm getting steel toe. If I may, these 4 men are a combined 240 years old behaving this way. Gino, you're the kid in this exchange, and you want me to fucking give Stuttering John a reference for you. You want me to be your Stut Joe reference. Well, Aaron, no problem. You're lucky I don't have Kiki put you in a timeout. She won't because she wants to make out again with your wife. But that's the only reason you're fucking okay. By the way, this is making my day. Bob Levy just keeps putting a laughing emoji up. I love fucking Bob Levy. Bob, you got to watch. Like, you know, because Stuttering John hates you. And he's just bullet listing things he hates. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I hope you don't mind, Bob. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Everything I'm like, I don't know. I love the guy. It'd be like fucking a mass murderer. He killed another person. Yeah, I don't know. He's a sweetheart. He's choking a baby. Yeah, I know. But this guy, this guy, I've known him too long. I have too much fucking fun with this guy. He kicked your dead mother in the cunt. I don't know how he comes up with this new material, John. He's really something, this Bob Levy. What did I say? I'm like, and I said, Bob, I'm like, Bob doesn't care about anything. I'm like, and I said, I even think he said, put up another laughing emoji. I said, Bob, you'll even have to laugh this. I'm like, he loves being married. He's finally married to someone he loves. That's a win. He doesn't care. He's going to get married no matter what. Eventually, he had to marry someone he actually got along with. He's like, yeah, he put all this shit about fucking his wife. I'm like, yeah, he probably did that. He was fighting with his wife. That's Bob. Bob's going to Bob. It's what I do. Just another week, Bob Levy carrying my show. Another week. This is great. Yeah. I mean, Bob, you had to say to him just sitting there like, I don't, John, what are you missing? I'm sure you don't like him. We get it. Anyway, Bob has 20 minutes on JCPenney. I have half an hour on Wawa. I'll fucking take Bob down to Chinatown. Oh, shout out. Look who just showed up, our buddy. Well, he was here, but $10 from Ryan Campbell. Nylent Vigor. Keanu, can you read this one? Nylent?
My neighbor's not here.
Her neighbor would read it. Nylent Vigor, are you in the chat? Are you in the in hot water football pool? I'd love for you to get in on that. All right. So where was I? So again, let's get back to Bob Levy, the hero that he is. Sitting there. But you know what? Maybe is there fucking good music for this, Keanu? What? For fucking this fight? How about rock? Hold on. Or hold on. It's not good for the low. It's got to be rock. You ready? All right, let's go rock. Let's start it from the beginning. It's 23 seconds. Here we go. Ready?
Does Gavin like me?
Look, baby.
Oh, hey!
That is, can I tease this shit out anymore? All right, that was I got to admit, that was fucking great. Sorry, but that was fucking great. All right, so look, here we go. Bob getting up. Oh, wait, I missed the steel toe. It's got to be your bull. What? It's got Tommy boy. No, it's got to be it's got to be your butcher. You could shove your head up a bull's ass. Head up a. Oh, hold on. Send Bobby yeah, until the heat comes on, and then it's 900 degrees. You have a better plan? Why is it dangerous? I'm here. Hold on. Let's send Bob the link, obviously. Bob, what is the bizarre link I'm sending it to? Some bizarre, actually, I remember it's some bizarre Gmail that'll come up. All right, hold on. Let's get Bob Levy for this fucking breakdown. It's Bob, and there it is. Bob, I'm sending it. I hope I'm not speaking out of school. I'm sending it to your Outlook. Did it send? Message sent. All right. So I sent that to his Outlook. There you go. Let me catch up on the chat while I'm waiting on Bob Levy. Bob, the link is there. I'll wait for you in the chat, Bob. Let me catch up on the chat real fast. I'm not pandering, Gino, says Brett's Hollywood Show. I'm not pandering, but Gino absolutely crushed it yesterday on John's pod. The dynamic of John not being able to nonsensically yell over Gino was great. Yeah, I mean, and I'll defend John, and don't get me wrong, I wore that Anthony Cunha shirt because, look, it's like taming a silly animal. And I'm not shitting on John because I went on to tell John simply that he won. Fucking, they're like, oh, I paid John $3,000, but we got to shit on him. John just wants $3,000. You got to shit on the same 1,000 people that already didn't like John because they listened to you. And then he went on Chad, and John broke Chad. Chad literally paid him 2 days in a row to let John say whatever he wanted and him laugh hysterically. And fast forward, and I got to tell John that and compliment John and say, John, look at you. You're owning all the dumb shit you did. You're still denying a lot of it, but at least you're fucking living in reality. Okay? And he broke Chad, and I got to say, congrats. You got to watch when Chad was watching you shit on him. He couldn't do anything. And I got him to admit, and it wasn't even a fucking bad thing, that he did bomb at the Nokia show. He had no chance of doing well. People went there specifically and were waiting on Bob. We'll get to this. I'm like, John, I went up and I killed because I could have done every minute saying, Artie's coming up in 10 minutes. Artie's coming up in 9 minutes. Dean Del Rey was the guy before you. They were going to go nuts for Dean Del Rey because they were going there for two things, not in this order, to boo Stuttering John for whatever he said and to fucking lose their mind over Artie, who's fucking brilliant. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so just say it. Don't act like they were even listening to your shit and you had a chance. We are in the Levy-verse now, according to the YouTuber. So Bobby got the link. Good idea, laundry room. We're waiting on Bobby. It's got to be. You're both married or about to be married to women that are funnier than you too. That's to me and my buddy Aaron Imholt. Ryan Campbell wrote, no, I didn't put it in your picks. Been snakeman on football. Thank God for the Rangers pulling it out. I will say this about football, okay? It all balances out, okay? It's like anything else. When I do this pool every year with fucking, and I'm going to knock wood, Clayton Fletcher, it's $50 a week. And there he is. Let me explain gambling. Give me 3 minutes to explain half a minute to explain what a good gambler I am, Bobby. Then we'll bring you in. I love that Bobby's giggling. Sorry I didn't think to send Bobby the link. I was laughing too hard at him putting laughing emojis in. Stupid. So everything balances out in gambling. Like I was losing every stupid fucking break the past couple of weeks against Clayton Fletcher in my pool. I beat him last week by one fucking pick, and I looked at the games I covered. I covered on the Buccaneers because on the last play they didn't get the 2-point conversion when Texans scored. I covered on fucking I forget somebody else by a fucking hook. It's insane. No one cares. Let's get to the man, the myth, the as he lights up a cig. God, I wish I had a cigar. The man that carried the last show. Let's put him to work again. The Reverend. Oh, I took him out. The Reverend Bob Levy. Can I hear you?
You can. Hey,
dude. Am I wrong? And let's just get you caught up. Let's bring up the speed. Not up the speed you were watching, but am I wrong? Up to this point, you saw my face when I walked up to him, right?
Yeah.
And that's
me and Anthony were dying laughing because we knew it was hilarious because he's busting ball. Like he starts going after you. You come in there. He goes into his the grandma fucking pushing back because she's about to fall down the steps and that shit. It was brutal. It's like, I mean, this is a guy that, I won't do it. You won't leave the house. You know what I mean? No one's going to your house. You leave your house. Leave your house. Take a gig. Promote it.
He's afraid to leave his house now without hiring Stevie Lou as a fucking bodyguard. Well, like we were talking to Jim Stansel. Jim Stansel's like, and Bob, again, let me tell you that. Thank you for the compliment of you just laughing hysterically. You're like, he's not good. You were laughing like, oh, this is good. Gino's doing the wrestling thing. Did I not make and I'm a terrible actor. Did I not make the best mean, serious face I could make? Was I not like, how much longer are we going to do this?
It looked real enough for Kevin to think it was real. You know what I mean? Like I knew you know, you're not a violent person. You're not.
I'm a pussy.
You're not a pussy, but you're not, then dentures don't come. These don't come out, motherfucker. These are paid for. The other ones are in my fucking Bob diff.
I'm sorry, Bob. I thought that guy was talking about Kevin Brenny, who's fucking 107.
I don't know. I don't hide anything. Yeah. What are you kidding? These fucking, these are new and they fucking, they eat ass just as good as anything else.
So at this point, this is my favorite part. You're like, all right, I'll get up. And I don't mean to speak for you, but am I wrong? At this point, you're like, all right, I'll get up.
Yeah, because it's like, the whole thing, the only reason like I was kind of mad because we were really, all of us were flowing up there. I really thought that this could have been something, that could have taken off.
I even said this date was, you're used to me. And this date was so easy to find because on the Gun Friday episode, I just, all you have to say is I'm like, remember the day everyone here was here? Remember the day everyone was fucking here?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, of course we do. That was Anthony said, because then we did the football show with Drunky Kevin. Anthony said, he's like, that was my favorite day. He said something like, that was my favorite day. That's one of the most fun times I've ever had in that studio.
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Bye, Bob.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey. No, it really was.
Bob just is being nice because he wants a wedding invite. He loves going to South Carolina.
South Carolina. I might be moving there a little later. I don't know. We'll see.
We're going to invite him. It's going to be a work, though. Me and Bob do work. So I'm sorry, Bob. Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to throw him to the cake.
Now you're coming. You're coming. It's going to be a Carvel cake.
I'm actually very calm at weddings. I am like, you know what I mean? Because it's not, it's the person's day. It's not nobody else's day. And if to act up at something like that is too much.
Do you remember your second wedding?
Who was that?
Yes,
Which one
tonight.
was that?
The second one was to Pauler.
Okay.
And Keith Burnell gave you hair gel or something.
No, that was the first one. That was with Lori. He gave me hairspray, and I don't think I talked to him for 2 years.
I'm gonna say something. And then Bob goes. Bob said this, but I'll say it on it's my fucking dream. He's like, he gave me hairspray, Gene, and then they get mad when we call them niggers. Ban me. I don't care. Bob deserves credit for that line. And I just looked at him like a monkey. And he's like, ah. He's like, and then they get mad when we, and I'm like, yeah. And
but he's a great guy. He's I've known him. I met him with you. I met him with you.
He's a Delaware comic that looks like he looked like Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, exactly. Still does.
And didn't Voss give you like $199? And he's like, I just can't see me right now.
Because I can't see myself giving you 200. And at the second wedding, he goes, don't cash this for after 2 years. If you're still married, you can cash it.
I gave some chick because she was a good friend of mine from when I bartended back in Brooklyn. I gave her $500, and she's like, I think I only stayed married for a full year because I would have felt guilty keeping the money. She got divorced like a year later. All right, so back to this, Bob. So
5 years tomorrow. I'll be
your anniversary.
Yes, tomorrow.
Dude, I don't know if you saw what I'm saying. I'm like, look, Bob loves being married. He finally found someone he loves being married to. He's going to be married no matter what.
Yeah, but this is good. This is really like, this is what I always wanted, I thought. So
are you talking about your swimming pool or Gina?
Yeah, the pool. And no, it's like it worked out. It was, we had it rough at the beginning, but we're past that. Imagine, you know what I mean? Most people wouldn't get past it and then continue, but we did. And now it's the greatest thing. And it's wonderful. What's up, Mr. Chow?
I
Make it
literally,
big.
yeah, I got to be better with the chest. I literally just envision fucking you sitting in the pool and Gina yelling, Kevin Brennan called you a cunt again, and you're sitting there with a cigarette. Yeah, that's nice, baby.
It's unbelievable when nobody can do it to your face. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, look. I know I can fuck up these people in this world. You know what I mean? I'm 61, and I know I can fuck up these people. I'm not saying other people, but I have no reason to fuck with fans. You know what I mean? This is what I want in front of me one day, and I want to see these people cry because they will cry because they do not live. They never lived like I did. And I'm not saying it in any bad way or good way or whatever. They don't come from that, and they're just cowards.
exactly. And
I don't mind. I fucking 50-50 chance. Put me up against anybody, in this business.
Yeah, and I say this all the time about fucking, Kevin Brenny and Pat Dixon. Like, I'd love to be in a room with them. And I can tell you, I said this on the air, Kevin Brennan, and you said it, I'm not a fucking violent guy, but I would fucking Pedro Martinez him. I would just throw him to the ground and be like, stop it. Stop it, you're a little bitch. And I guarantee if I was in a room with Pat Dixon, I'm not saying he wouldn't fucking clock me because maybe he is a tough guy. We'll never know. But I guarantee if I just walked up to him like I did Kevin Brennan, I'd be like, and I could just be like, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. And he'd be like, what the fuck? Because he's
why
a
not?
coward.
You know what I mean? If somebody's got a problem, it's a 50-50. You know what I mean? That's the way you look at it. And you're like, who gives a fuck? You
Dude,
never been hit before in your fucking life. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Jesus Christ, you're not going to fucking die.
I had my jaw broken by a fucking sucker punch. You think I care anymore? You think I give a fuck? Hit me. Exactly. I know how it feels. Anyway, sorry, Brimstone. I didn't get to your fucking hello to Kiki when she was here. All right, so this is my favorite point. He and I'm such like I so didn't care. Like I'd forgotten about this till we were talking about it. I'm like, he starts kicking. How would you describe, Bob? And then I'll hit play for these wonderful people. What we're about to see here, Bob. How would you describe it?
It's basically it's almost like a woman would do to somebody or try to break up a fight in the bar. They go like this, they come up to you like that. It's not a man move at all.
Well, let's see what not a man move looks like. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Fucking have it muted. My fault, because we were listening to music. Here we go. Much better.
What's going on? Hey, we can't have any fights. By the way, is
Wait, I turn my back? Yeah. How much longer do you think this shit goes on for you? Another week. Where you think?
Look at him grabbing my arms,
girls, ladies.
Kevin, his jaw's like a graham cracker. Don't touch it.
Let's have a drink and make Let's have a drink.
And look,
is that how you do it?
It's your glass.
I knew it was
Bob
ladies.
I
knew
it
it was
like
Bob.
girls
Hey,
thing.
yeah, it's hard to talk. I knew it was you. That's like, let's just have a drink. Let's just have a drink because you're not going to hit this little. But look at his face. He's such a fucking little fucking cunt. And they try and sell that fucking other time when you two were in the studio. Even fucking I almost said Marlboro Reds. Whoever the fuck it is, Kirkland Reds. Yes, the cunt versus for me. Kirkland Reds even said like Bob didn't even really try and hold him back. I'm like, this isn't that clip. But again, remember that clip when he's trying to trash the studio because he doesn't want me to show the fucking screen grabs of him calling me the kind of guy that would give hairspray for a wedding gift, Bob. I believe that's what he was calling me in print angrily. And he tried to trash the studio. And then he's coming at me in the booth and I just shut the door. And you're like, come on.
He slowed down at the end and I just kind of put my hand on him. And then he's saying, oh, I can't believe how strong Bob is. And I'm like, I didn't even fucking do anything. It's strong. God, yeah. I could have raped you there.
He's so it's just so funny to look at this and realize like this is all that fucking he was the entire time, an angry little bitch. And this is what I'm like. I said that to Stuttering John. Speaking of stuttering, that's what I'm doing now. Like, I love that you're not dealing with that shit anymore. It's just not worth your aggravation because he's just become a fake person. What does he do? He doesn't leave his house. Sometimes he streams 6 days a week from that odd room.
Yeah. Is it changing room or something? Or it's got a divider and make it look bigger, that thing.
I haven't watched the rest of this. Let's see what happens the next fucking
last guy.
Just have a drink here.
Gino's jokes are in there.
Am I wrong to say this, Bob? Because whatchamacallit said it, Steve. Like, I honestly think what Steve said, like, he's hammered here, Bob. He was hammered here. And I think fucking Steve, well, I know Steve said it. He's like, I think his wife just got tired of him coming home drunk, like fucking at 9 a.m. every Thursday saying, hey, here's $100. Do you think that was it? Because he really liked drinking.
He had his kid there. He had his kid there almost every week, too.
His kid wasn't there this day. I can tell you that much.
No.
Like, so you don't know, you don't want to weigh in on, not weigh in, but no answer. Let's see what happens the remaining minute.
Gino's jokes are in there. They're all finally aged.
Hey, Gino.
Yeah. Oh, now he's going with me. I'll just shoot you, you fuck. I'll just shoot you. I don't fist the cuff.
You can't hit a woman.
No one ever said, did Gavin think I was funny? What are you doing?
You did say it.
No.
You basically said, I'm coming.
As a joke. Find the clip.
Find the clip.
Find the clip.
Garrett has it right now.
This is what we have.
By the way, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I was flexing a little there, Bob. Not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you.
Garrett has it right now.
This is what we have time to do. Go through the Library of Congress. We've been doing this show for 8 fucking years. Find the clip.
Wrap it up. We got a juggler. We got a juggler coming on. Let's go.
Go back in your cage.
He knocked the mic over like a cat.
It's unbelievable.
Shot.
Worse.
Look, this is him.
One shot right in that fucking Islanders logo.
That's mine.
That's the only shot I want to see him take.
So.
Hey, wow, that's like the third. Oh my God.
We're gonna drink some lead later.
Liquid filth.
Look at him.
One shot.
Of course.
You hired this.
One shot right in that fucking Islanders logo.
You can say that about everybody in this fucking place. It's the island of misfit.
Yeah, Bob. You don't think the guy knows when he made a mistake? You got to rub his fucking face in it.
I made about. Let me count how many mistakes I fucking made.
He's Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Bunch of fucking clowns. I need fucking earners. You got to get out there to fucking earn.
You can't break Silvio's jaw.
Yeah, you broke Sil's jaw. How much? It's always about money with them.
Oh, so there you go. That is the where'd you go, Bob? There's Bobby Levy. Yeah, so that is the world of fucking Kevin Brennan and his fucking island of misfit lies. I mean, he doesn't do shows anymore, does he?
I think so.
No.
It's
good
like
for him
if you I enjoy doing shows. I did a country club last night and one the week before. It was fun. People were like 80 years old fucking laughing. You know what I mean? When you can just go into the room and do it for those fucking people. And they were upset with the MC and he wasn't I go, is that lady yelling at you? I go, this is gonna be weird, but then I know what I'm doing,
Yeah. And people want to laugh at these shows. Like like this is why I laugh at our buddy Ray DeVito, because I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person. I love he's what I said. He's become a professional victim, and he lives in Cleveland. Like you can make fun of me all you want for having a fucking 3-room apartment in East Harlem, but at least I don't have roommates till the old ball and chain moves it. It's like the guy lives in Cleveland with fucking people he doesn't even know as roommates, and he fucking gets in his car, drives across the country to do 8 minutes on stage at the Stand. A 47, whatever he is, year old straight white male.
That's the city. That's not the city. That's not what. Unless you're Jim Norton, like people like that, you'll be in the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everyone else is trying to be the next to make it, and they're not there as a road comic. That's not what it's for. It's for not making money and to hopefully be found.
It's exactly that. And and I say this all the time, like a broken record, like that's the old model. You know what I mean? Like there's all they want now is people to check boxes. They want, every show has to be a straight white, young dude, a girl of any ilk, some kind of odd sexual, whatever you want to, and I don't mean like gay.
And that's 3 of you in one. And
how am I not a millionaire? This is horse shit, Bob. It's horse shit. And
no, like I couldn't have a roommate. I mean, like that's not,
at his age,
it's so annoying. How can you have it? How can you deal with it?
Well, at his age, and he's Nat Figure says Gino says so many words and none of them are funny. You take that back, Nat Figure. I almost said fat nigger. Do you see how I don't really care? See how I don't really care? I almost said your name wrong, Nat Figure. If I said your name wrong, I would have called you fat nigger, but I didn't say your name wrong.
Christ.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Well, that's hates. I'm just mispronouncing a name. Fucking idiots. Show the cat so I can know Keanu didn't off it. Look at Soviet Skunk making Boltman from the show of the thing. Yeah, that's just it. Like, I was talking to someone about shows. Now it's like, yeah, I get on stage at the weirdest places in New York, but just to fucking work on new stuff or just to remember old stuff at this point, you know? Yeah. But who cares? Fucking, I'm at the age like you, Bob. Like, you do the road, you make money, you come home, fucking you wait for the next gig.
Yeah, if I want to go, you know, if I want to go away, I'll go away. But I really not into that. Like, but I will work with my friends, you know?
Yeah. This Levy has some juice. He should get into comedy professionally. Oh, John Dell. Absolute people that don't want to admit who they are think you're great, Bobby. People that don't want to show their face think you're great.
It's going to be back and forth anyway, and that's just how it is. So it's like, look, when I'm done for the day. I just don't even think about it to the next morning.
Yeah. Shout out to Mason in Portland, who finally reached out to me at my number 646. And that's what broke Kevin, by the way. Hello, boys. Go Ducks. He's a big Oregon fan. He's a big Seahawks fan.
Yes.
And he loves my boy, Justin Herbert. And it's not a destination wedding, Ryan Campbell. God, I just blacked out on what I was going to say. It was so unimportant. Oh, the shows and blah, blah, blah. What were you just saying? He's a Nyland figure.
No, just when it's over, the shows are over. That's it. That's the less I think about it, really. I just...
oh, here's what I was saying.
You know, I don't even look at it. This isn't work. This is a gift that we're able to do. And
yeah, it's like
that's
stealing.
The way I look
agree.
At this.
Yeah.
This is not... this ain't a job. That's why when Ray said he quit a job at Julie, that's not a job. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. What? Who are you fucking kidding with that?
It's the first job he ever quit. It just doesn't. It sounds like a fucking lunatic talking. That's all I'm saying. And I like Ray, but he goes into these places that are like weird.
Here's why I don't like Ray. I don't like Ray because I've had it with people. Ray is on meds for fucking anxiety and maybe anger. You see the guy, okay? He has, and he's one of the, like, you got into comedy. I remember, like, you just got on stage in Staten Island. You like fucking joking around, busting balls, making people laugh. I fucking same thing. Fucking remember Reader? She signed me up for an open mic. Yeah. Fucking, I've always been like this. I used to say I don't want to do stand up because I don't think I could be funny on purpose. I didn't think I could do stand up, and now I do it. And I just want to make people laugh. It wasn't like I had some fucking terrible thing like, well, I'm miserable in real life. Let me see if I can be funny on stage. Fuck you. And Ray fucking takes meds, and fucking he's an alcoholic. And I know I love drinking. I'm really good at it. But when he sits at home in his apartment, gets drunk, and then says to you and Kevin, well, I have gout. You have gout because you drink too much, and you drink and mix it with meds, and then you can't get an erection. I'm sorry, because you fucking are mixing alcohol with meds. And then you're like, well, and you talk to all these he's a sad fucking idiot.
I couldn't get an erection. That would be my whole act. People would be dying about how I can't get a fucking boner. I'd fucking wear. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's fucking pathetic. When your dick stops working, that's when you fucking get a rope.
Because if you're not, you're either shooting ropes or getting a rope. Am I right, Bob?
Exactly. You're either hanging them on someone else.
When did you save my life?
Yeah. No, but it's like I got into comedy. You know why? I had to do something. I had to do something. And I was like, I can do this myself. My friends pushed me into it. And I went to Rascals once a week. It took me 2 years. And I was headlining, not knowing anything about the business. Nothing about the business. And I was headlining.
As opposed to now, here's what I know about the business. It sucks. And I like what we do a lot better. Like,
well, yeah,
by the way,
I mean,
shout out to Mr. White, who says, I love Bob. We all do. His chicken, though, is another story. I don't even get that.
My puddle chicken is so moist. Everybody says it's dry. It looks dry, but it's wet. That's what it says on the
It sounds
menu.
like you don't even. It sounds like you don't even believe what you're telling us, Bob.
No, it's unbelievable, my food, and like I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna have a party next year, and people are gonna come. I'm gonna pick like 7 fans or something like that, and they will try the puddled chicken and other things that I make here. And
why is it
enjoy
called
it.
puddled chicken? Dr.
It's
Chow
very
says, "What
wet.
up?" I
It's
just
very wet. What's up, Dr. Chow?
I know you
I
said
like
that earlier.
him.
That's how far behind I am.
Yeah, he's a good man. I did his show. It was him and Mir. It was real fun. Bob Sudjan is on standby for next rough patch, which no, there's never rough patches. We got way past that.
Now, last time you were here, and you don't have to read this. Last time you were here, fucking Jake was with us, and Jake got mad at me because he's like, "Hey, when can I come on In Hot Water?" And I basically said to him, "When you stop coming on my show and saying I got a restraining order from Pat Dixon." I said, "Apologize for that. Call him out." And he's like, "Well, I'll support you, but now I don't like you anymore." I'm like, "All right, Jake."
But that happened. Look, he does that with me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but I talk to him a lot and try to. I said, just concentrate on you. What do you care? If you care about everybody else, you're not going to do anything for yourself. It's like what people say. They're just trying to get a reaction. I mean, come on. It's fucking pretty simple. Did you wash your chicken first? No, I wash it with the fucking puddle water that it comes in, and that's how it gets clean.
Is that why it's called puddled chicken?
Well, yeah, that's what it came out to be. But it's.
But isn't the puddle like salmonella or whatever they want to say? That's like the gross stuff that you have to wash off.
Well, you might think so. You might think so. But when it
I
goes
would think so.
into the bottom of the pan and heats, now it's putting flavor back into it. Moisture comes from the bottom. It goes boom to the bottom and it comes out. And then it comes up again. And then I put the broiler on to bring the heat on top and just fry it and get a good crisp to it. And people say it looks burnt. You don't know good chicken when you see it.
Oh, sorry, Bob. I didn't time that right. I thought
Jesus fucking Christ. That's why you're not my producer.
I had to go. I'm such white trash. I had to go check the stove because the heat's not on in this apartment yet. And this is the time of year where you wake up and it's colder inside than outside. So you either open the windows or I boil a big pot of water to heat the apartment because it's so huge because I'm a garbage person.
Winning.
Winning. Ta-da. And then tomorrow the heat goes on and I have to open the windows in the middle of winter because it's 830 degrees.
Yeah.
Peanut Gallery says, if it wasn't for Bob's superpowers, there's no telling what might have happened. Kevin.
Exactly. I'm telling you. And I was still recovering back then. You know what I mean? There's no way I was putting a lot into that. You know, there's no way because I had the neck surgery. What 3 years? I don't even know. 3 years ago. It wasn't too long.
We should find that clip. That's great. By the way, and I thought of that because look, like a graham cracker. Fucking Anthony is so goddamn.
Oh God, there's nothing more fun than working with him up there. You know, it was like. It was better than being on Stern because you were able to. It was just fucking everything just coming right there, like it was a fucking fireball of fucking laughter, and you don't see that.
Well, not only that, I would argue, and I don't need to argue because you're here to verify. You've worked with both, because Anthony fucking knows he's funny, but doesn't need to be the funny guy. So he loves teeing up his guests, like you know, and Kevin Brenny and even me when I'm that's what he does, you know, and he's always going for the funny or always opening it up for the funny. Stern's an insecure. The longer it goes, the more fucking you realize Stern's just he's an open.
It was more set up. It was like they said, well, you're coming on. Okay. You want to come on? Well, what do you got to talk about? You put in 5 things and they go, all right, we're going to go with this, this, and this. But you know, it was like with Anthony, I like just to go in. I'm that kind of act that I'd rather do that and just go, whatever's happening. It's Anthony's show. I'll run with you. I know what to do.
Yeah. Chris Mack, boiling water to heat your apartment. Yeah. I knew someone would get a kick out of that.
He doesn't even have heat.
Not sure, says 30. Oh, I guess that's us. Like the smash button, Ray DeVito. There you go. Bolt Patricia back in. Bob, how many days until Stud Show goes on a rant about Gino trashing him? I say 4. I haven't trashed him.
You said one thing that you didn't agree with him, if you can agree with him, oh my God, you're the greatest guest in the world to him.
Well, I found stuff that I could agree with him on, and I will say this about John. I know you don't like him, but at least John realizes.
Listen.
I apologize. What?
I don't not like him.
Right.
I don't. I don't not like a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's just the way. I mean, he's out of his mind. He's out of his fucking mind. He cares about. Oh yeah, I'll show you. I own 2 or 3. You know what I mean? It's like it's somebody in the chat's calling you poor and you're falling for it. You know what I mean? It's like at least fucking play it up like a fucking great actor like me.
Oh yeah, you and me. We need to do more acting gigs. Peanut Gallery, remember when Kevin flipped that Gino gave out a number, something Kevin's done before and many times since? Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. He hated Shuley for no reason before that, and then when that happened, it still had nothing to do. You know what I mean? Shuley did nothing to him ever. It's just that I was there. It's like, come on, you know what I mean? So what? I'm the pretty girl in town. You can't handle that. You know, it's like, what the fuck you want me to do? You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell Shuley to go fuck himself. We've been friends a long time, and we know how to work good together. We really do. He knows how to run a show. He really does, better than a lot of people.
Yeah. Kirkland Red says, Gino, it doesn't matter. He'll still turn it on you and blame you for it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about Stuttering John, but I'm talking about fucking,
no, it's true. It's true. He will get mad. Like me and him were cool for a while. Now he thinks he can come in. John, it doesn't affect John. I had 100 and something people. John, I have a corporation now. I have basically a company.
What is the title of the corporation? Is it Levy Inc. or Bobcom?
No, it's basically I have backers, not people that are going to throw in money for a competition. No, I will be making more than all of them. Okay. And I know it's going to take time to build because I'm doing something different. If you want to come here, people, talking about these motherfuckers. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I never betrayed Gino as a friend. I never did. I would say to him, he would get mad at me.
I didn't even think he was talking about me.
I go, whatever. I'm just saying, with Gino, I would say he's lying. It's not real. You're getting mad at something that's not real, and I get it.
I said this on Stuttering John, Bob. Let me say what I said on Stuttering John, so you can agree or say that's not true. But I said where I lost my mind with Bob is when Kevin shit on me. Bob wouldn't say, "Yeah, that's true." He just wouldn't say that's not true, and I got mad because I wanted Bob to say that's not true, and I'm over that now because I get it.
I've said that. It's just like, how can you argue with somebody that hasn't? That's his show. It's fucking bullshit. And you would think he would, like, when he got away from that, we did shows. It was really funny when it worked. But then he would go back to this. I always thought it was going to be like, let's fucking like a Saturday night hang more than, you think that would go more to the weekdays thing. But it was the same thing over and every day.
Someone will go on. DA says Bolt Patricia. By the way, Bob, if you watch one thing on fucking football, watch the In Hot Water. You have to come to In Hot Water Football Show or at least Skype in one time.
Maybe I'll do. Is Anthony going to be back in December?
Yeah, knock on wood. I don't want to speak for him, but yeah. I mean, I think he's coming back after Thanksgiving. And
tell him to December 7th or whatever.
With
Thursday.
Bob out of the Kevin Brenny business, is he back in the Anthony Cumia conglomerate?
I was always listen to me. I was always with I love
hold
Anthony.
on. Wait. Did you say listen to me? Jesse James, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
That's when I got to make a fucking point and they don't fucking listen. It goes right through their fucking mind and I can see them fucking wandering.
How bored are you when we don't hang out, Bob? What do you do?
No, I mean, I'm having a good time. Don't worry. I
don't even think I follow Levy verse.
John said that I said Anthony don't sell tickets. I never say. I don't say nothing about selling tickets. And back then, I was probably in a fog back there. I was on maybe one show up until a certain time because I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. you know, for at the beginning of his stuff there. And if I ever talked to John, it was during a gig or something like that. We never had just a conversation. It's a, you know what I mean? I love people that want to lie, but I know Anthony knows how I feel in that shit.
Well, the last you hung out with Anthony, oh, sorry, I hit my fucking computer. The last you hung out with Anthony was at
Pottstown.
Thank you. Sorry, it was at Pottstown, and I hope I don't think I'm telling lies here. He literally said to you, "You're like, come by the show," or he said you come by the show because you two are boys, and he's like, and you said something about bringing Kevin. Then Kevin made it fucked up
well,
again.
He basically
like,
said, "See what Anthony says about coming on and all that." And I was like, "Yeah, he'll come on. He'll come on. And he come up there." And and he's like, "Fine." And I went to, and Anthony was like, "What are we doing?" You know, you know how he is, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get it. You know,
we're all like that, Bob. Am I wrong? Maybe you're not, but we're all like we're nice. We're forgiving to a fault. I'm sorry, but we are. You know. And
because there's so many fuck ups in this business, you have to be forgiven.
Yeah.
But, you have to forgive because.
But after they shit on you the 10th time, AKA people in my life, AKA Kevin Brenny with you, you're like, all right, now I remember the other 9 times you shit on me and I'm done. I'm done. I didn't mention, you're like, why are you blowing up on me? Because the first 9 times you fucked me over, I'm dumb. And I let it go. But this 10th time is the last time. And now I'm going to fucking bullet list the other 9. I'm not blowing up. I just I forgive, but I don't forget. Sorry, Bob.
Well, that's what it is. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, why do you need that in your life? You don't need that in your life. And that's how I go through life. I enjoy it. I'm not going, at this point, I am not fucking dealing with fucking, you know, crybabies and that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants attention, you know? You want attention? Come on, suck this dick, you motherfuckers.
Well, it's the phrase my buddy used to use, Frank. You remember him from Philly, from Delaware, but he used to be like, "Look, I'm all out of patience, Chips. That's it. I'm done." You know. By the way,
I just want to do something. You know, I always wanted to, when I wanted to come back. I knew when I was coming back after being off a few, you know, decent amount of years, and I was like, I want to be able to. My goal was just to sell out comedy clubs. I'm not looking, you know. And now, you know, and with Anthony up there, it was looking. It was. We were at a point where it was fucking. Thursdays were hilarious, and
they were the best days of the week.
You and Kevin could not let it fucking be. That's you both wouldn't shut up, and that's what I was trying to say.
You can say that, Bob, but I'm sorry. I never fucking. Bob, I'll prove you're wrong, and I don't mean.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's what.
Here's why I disagree, if I may.
Oh, sure.
Because if you watch that second clip, you know when he was going to kill me, he walked in and I said, "Hug it out." I said, "Hug it out."
Yeah, yeah.
I did. I tried to fucking, and I never bashed. That was the point where I'm like, I'm done being nice to Kevin Brennan. Even that first clip we saw today, when he was shitting on me, I'm like, how much longer are you going to do this? And you laugh because you know I always forgave him. I hugged it out with him there. We had a drink.
Like,
but he would go on, Bob.
Yeah.
He would go on, and then every Thursday, people even started to say, and it's like, I'm tired of you just fucking taking the funny and being like, let me shit on Gino, because he's a miserable fucking prick. And I said this from day one, that no matter, and I'll defend him again. This is hilarious when you think about it. Okay, he's old school Irish Catholic. How many kids did he have? 8 brothers and sisters, and he's the oldest. Or 10 brothers and sisters.
9, yeah.
Not whatever. He's the oldest or second oldest. So he grew up watching everyone get a little bit more than him. And the youngest, and of all the people, fucking Neil Brennan, who is, I'll say this again to prove I'm not, that I've always complimented these people till they turned on me. I would say fucking, I'd say, I have to say Kevin's infinitely funnier than Neil, because you can't say 10 times because you can't multiply by 0. But fucking Kevin goes to after watching Neil Brennan get more than him, Kevin gets on Star Search, loses to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, just like his parents, fucking picks up his youngest brother, makes him a millionaire, and fucking now Kevin is damaged and always worries about what other people got. And then
but why be mad about that when you can actually go, hey, I'm pretty good at this shit. Give me an opportunity. And instead of being mad about it. He's a miserable
prick. And you can say me and him wouldn't let it go, Bob, but here's where I disagree. I never brought it up. I let him go on the air and shit on me, and I stayed out of the studio. And the last time I fucking went in the studio, I literally walked in from Sullivan, shocker, because he was shitting on me. And I opened the door, and fucking Anthony's like, "Don't fucking hit him, Gene." I'm like looking at Anthony like, why do you think? And I didn't, because Anthony's great. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done. But I was flattered that Anthony's like, I think he's going to hit him. Because Kevin just you're fucking lying like a little fucking cunt.
Here's one thing. One time, I think it was
Listen to me. By the way, before you go any further, I left this up an hour. I just want to ask you. Someone will go on DA and say you are. It's all it takes. What is DA? Do you know?
Someone will go on DA and
talking
say
about Stuttering John turning on me.
Dabblers Anonymous.
Oh, I bet it is. All right, I totally derailed.
I hear that those dabblers and
I derailed what you're saying. Go on, Bob. Truth. That's not
okay. When the Christmas thing, we went across the street. Remember, you guys were fighting, and then he takes a picture with you. You remember he took a picture with you, and I said, "You see, why are you guys doing this? You're not even mad at Gino." And he goes, "But it's good for business." He said,
"Yeah, I know." Because everything with him's a work, and I don't mind it being good for business, but I mind when it fucking shits on fucking. It's like. I find it disingenuous. Like, well, it's good for my business. Now let me go on fucking Anthony's show and shit on his network, and then leave and go do my show and shit on. Why is he hired fucking Gino? Why is he hire Bill Schultz? Why? It's a good fun fucking.
It doesn't matter what anybody else does, and that's the fact. But you can't make your life about what everybody else is doing, what they're getting. You know what I mean?
But
you
that's
sound like
Kevin's
a piece
life.
of shit. But you sound like a miserable piece of shit.
Who, me or him? Him.
No, I'm saying him because he's, why does it care how much money Shuley make? Why does any of that?
Because that's his life. You're right. By the way, shout out Peanut Gallery. Bob and Gino got pulled into it, but they have too much history and the truth comes out in the end. No one can come between them. Bob, thank you, Peanut. I'm going to send you the clip. I'm going to find it. And I'm going to send you the timestamp so you can watch fucking Stuttering John shitting on you. And again, I'm just sitting there like, I love the guy. It's like, I love the guy.
It's like, what is it? You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, it doesn't do it's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just mad because I'm with Gene, with Shuley doing the Uncle Rico show, which I was doing. And you hit me up and I was like, look, we're just busting balls. And I was at the beginning. Then he starts with the fake accounts and all this and attacking people. No, you're the one that brought it all. So whatever, John, you can be mad all you want.
By the way, shout out to Ken Mosca, Eugene, and the Rev. Fucking love Ken. And that's another thing. When he turned on Ken Mosca, it's like, what are you doing? Like this is one of the nicest guys. I don't care. This is another guy. We're like, this guy fucking is so good to fucking me. And like, he took me, Pete, the funny Bisconti, as you call him, Bob Levy. He took me, my brother, and my nephew golfing. Bought everything, and my nephew's looking at me like, Uncle Gino's so cool. Not they didn't, and then he took us out to dinner. Like, how do you? And then Kevin turns on him, just a normal. I hate to insult you, Ken. Ken's a normal person. He's a normal guy, and it's like that's when you know someone's out over their skis. And my favorite part is one of my favorite moments in the MLC verse is when and shout out to Onions. I don't care if you like Patrick Melton or not. Guy's a genius. He got into the fucking MLC verse. Stayed in it just long enough. He left covered in the stink, and now fucking he took a lot of the fucking viewers with him to watch the show. But one of the first times fucking he's on, he goes, Kevin Brennan goes, "Yeah, Ken Mosca's a piece of shit," and Patrick Melton's like, "Who are you talking about?" I don't care what anyone says. That's hysterical. Thank you for the $50.
Patrick's doing great numbers now. He's doing great numbers in the morning.
Yeah.
He's got a good show. He's very good at what he does. There's no denying it. And if anybody denies it, they're just angry.
I hate that he shits on my boy Steel Toe, make with the hand jobs already, boys, or I'm leaving. I do. It just annoys me. But he's a good talker. I'll be honest. I'm a simp for Steel Toe. I just like scan, and when he's showing Steel Toe, I'm like, I don't want to watch his shit. But then I'll watch him shit on everyone else. When he shits on, when he broke down. I didn't watch. I did not watch the roast battle, but he broke it down. I was watching it. He did a great breakdown of it. He broke down the jokes and he pointed out just how terrible Chad and fucking Ray are. And of course, they're terrible at it because Ray admitted he stole all the jokes. He just copy and pasted him from roast battles. He's like, this should have been this. He was doing it like an undercard, like a boxing thing. He's like, this was scored a 2. Here's how. And I thought that was. I'll give it to him. The guy knows how to talk and stuff. He's good with it, you know.
Very good. He's very good, and that's why he's growing, and he keeps growing.
Well,
there's no doubt.
He was smart enough. Sorry, I have to fucking let a little more lighted. It's what I said. He was smart enough to sneak into the. I love just putting it on Bob while I walk away. I'm jerking off right now.
It's like. I almost put my wings down.
Bob, don't be nervous. Go.
What are you doing? Like, what do you like? You can just leave me on the side and I can still talk. Fuck,
I had to get up because you know the lighting in the apartment. I have 2 windows that are open, but a door was. Bob, don't make me talk about my life to myself. Don't make me listen to the life I've chosen.
Hey,
Don't
just keep the water boiling, and you'll be ready for tomorrow's
macaroni. By the way, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this guy doesn't like my friend Aaron Imholt, but I have to. Can you read the name of this person?
Kevin Brennan's wife's baggy meat sleeve. Jeez. Of course, the loafy piggy Aaron is starving for some baby gravy.
I don't know if he hates Aaron Imholt or likes him, but I don't care because Kevin, I don't care. Excuse me, Aaron, make peace with Kevin Brennan's wife's baggy meat sleeve. Because if you're going to fight with Kevin Brennan's wife's baggy meat sleeve, and that's the other thing, Bob, I say it all the time. I've never met Kevin's wife, and I'll say it on this show. Like, I'm sure she's a wonderful person who's done nothing wrong. But the shit he said, I love saying Kevin Brennan's wife is a filthy whore because that's what everyone's going to clip and show him. That's what they're going to clip and show him when I say Kevin Brennan's wife's baggy meat sleeve is a wonderful fucking hole. That's what they're going to show him. Kirkland Red, sorry. Bob, are you going to invite Perry C to do Levy Land?
Yeah, probably out of the coffin. I love Perry. Me and Perry are going to do a show once a month soon, and I just have fun with them. It's like a place where everybody goes just to have a good time, and there's no, it's all about love there, it seems, and it's really cool.
Yeah, see, I disagree, but that's me. I don't like
well, I know more. I've been there. I'll be there New Year's. I'm going out to LA, and
God, I miss going to LA. What are you doing there New Year's, you jerk?
I'm gonna do it, Perry. We're gonna go and hang out a little bit, and then do a New Year's stream, and then we're off on the gay cruise right after that.
Excuse me?
We're off on the gay cruise, me and Perry. I got 2 tickets.
You're not doing a gay cruise with Perry.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so bad with this. By the way, Snooker Man says, good to see you here, Bob. FTSN, though. I don't know what FTSN, though, is.
Fuck the Shuley network.
Oh, fuck the Shuley.
I don't know. Again, you see, I'm learning all these.
Yeah.
BLF.
People make fun of me for speech to texting, although you couldn't speech to text that because it would say Julie instead of Shuley. But come on. You can't write fuck. You can't write fuck the Shuley
I don't think
network.
you can. I really don't think you can.
You could put
I don't think it won't show up or something.
You
or
could put, oh, you're right.
It doesn't show
You
up.
could put Shuley network.
Yeah.
I literally was trying to send.
But everybody goes with the initials. Fuck Cardiff Electric. Fuck the. It's every chat is like that. It's not someone. I even go into chats and just say fuck Bob Levy.
I was literally trying to send. But it doesn't work. Like I was trying to send a chat to Steel Toe today. By the way, Steel Toe, Jim Stansel's brilliant. You got to have him on your network. I don't need to tell you. He's so like 2 of the funniest people to have as guests on any stream. Jim Stansel, and you ready for this, Bob? Rich Carucci. You know Rich.
I love Rich too.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard someone ever say "fuck Rich Carucci." He is.
Yeah, what Kevin did. I was telling him.
What? You're
about
lying.
Him.
You're lying.
I said we got to get Carucci has every fucking part that is great for a show.
Yeah.
He doesn't live with his wife. He's fucking he's done every drug.
Yeah.
He's every comedian mashed up into one. He loves drinking. He brings a guy with him that drives him to a gig.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not just that. Like, just when you think he's a never-ending font of entertainment. Just when you think he's told every story possible, you will say the most Boring thing. You know, my favorite color is teal. Oh my God, teal. And then he's doing heroin. Like one time I said, what's the longest you've ever gone without drinking? And he goes, well, 6 months, but I was in jail in Colorado. What? And he doesn't say it like, right? He doesn't go like, well, I was in jail in Colorado. He says it like it was 4:30. He's like, well, I was in jail in Colorado. So what were we? No, stop. Stop it. Well,
he's fun to hang out with, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Dr. Chow, the Mega G gets it. Rich Carucci needs to be around more. I discovered him from you guys. He's brilliant. And he's just a sweetie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go.
And
I
his
guess
wife is really
I
cool
guess you
too.
can write it out, Bob. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe
And
only
Stu-
on your channel.
Stu Kermit says, if you're fucking Kevin Brennan, then fuck the Shuley Network. Peanut Gallery says it as well. Stansel's great. How the hell did he get partnered with Kevin, biggest fan, Ski Mask? And I said this earlier. Stancil is great. Ski Mask is old Stuttering John, because I'm supporting Stuttering John's new strive to be a normal person. But Ski Mask is old Stuttering John. Like literally, when he tries to be funny, Bob, it's awful. It's awful. And then Ski Mask will do something just to like, because he's angry, and it's hysterical. Like, I don't know if I told you or you've heard, but like I did a show. He was mad at me for yelling at him about coming on In Hot Water with Stancil. And he goes, fuck you. Gino, apologize, or I'm going to your show. I was doing a show in Connecticut. And he's like, I'm standing outside with a table that says, fuck the headliner. And I'm going to have needles there saying free vaccines because I hate COVID. He goes to the show. It's 3, Bob. He goes, it's 3 blocks from my house. You think I'm not going to go? Bob, you know Ski Mask. He gets so drunk, his girlfriend had to drive him 3 blocks. He shows up. He doesn't have a table. He's got a sign. He's in a ski mask, staggering around, and the sign says, "Stay for the opener. Fuck the headliner. Free vaccines." And you can imagine he's hammered for half an hour. He leaves where I get there. I get there, Bob, and they scream at me. They're like, "Do you know the guy that is here with the sign?" And and I left out the best part because I'm so good at telling jokes. He talked about it same day, that day in his stream. And he said he was going to do it. And you know me, I wrote, I'm like, you have to do this. I told him to do it. So I get there and they're like, do you know the drunk guy with the sign and the mask? And he was picketing, and I have to look at him and go like, yeah, I might have told him to do it. And it is one of the funniest. That's Ski Mask. When he tries to be funny, it's an abortion. When he's just his goofy, stupid self, it's fucking gold. And it reminded me of the Stern clip when he's yelling at Junk. I'm like, you're not funny when you try to be funny. You're funny when I make you funny. You know, and I hope he doesn't get pissed at that, because I really
the secret shows were really fun. You know, because
what's that?
The secret shows were really fun. That was a fun time. All of them.
By the way, have there been any more diggers in your yard? Johnny Payton, handsome man, was asking.
No, sir. No more digging. We're done with the diggers. They're all gone. You know. I sent them on
you know,
their way.
if they're out when they're cold, they could be numb diggers. Numb. I almost said that wrong and said dumb. All right, I won't give you that one, Johnny Payton 8. Fall in the Great says, "Hey boss, I'm late. What did I miss? Can we start over, or can I just get the highlights?" Fall in the Great is he calling you boss or me boss? Is it me boss?
It's your show.
Yeah, but you I have 111 people here, Bob, and that is no doubt 2/3 thanks to your following.
You got to start somewhere, baby.
Yeah, I know. So I thought all you missed, Fall in the Great, is Bob came in because I'm bad at my job, and everyone in the chat is smarter than me and said, you're watching clips of, we were showing the clip of Kevin Brenny when I flexed in front of him because I was in good shape about how funny it was. And I'm like, the guy over there? What a fag. What a fag. Hello, Meg Guinevere. I love you, Meg Guinevere, the Pixie. She's a big fan of it in Hot Water. Yeah, what do you think of the Alex Stein thing? Did you see what he did on Chrissy's Simcast episode?
He got all mad at me. He was yelling.
Why?
Because I watched the fight, right, that he had, the boxing.
No, I'm talking about something else, but please, why did he get mad at you? I'll get to me in a minute.
I said, oh, that was fixed. And you know when you watch something and it doesn't end the way you see it, what do you say? That was fixed. You always say that, whether it's football,
it was rigged. That's all anyone says now. Yeah,
it's fixed, whatever. And he's crying about it, like to me, crying like a baby.
Alex Stein.
I'm like, all right, it was the greatest fight I ever seen. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? I go, I'll take it down if it gets you that upset. I've never seen all these people with. You can't have an opinion.
Well, the thing about Alex, and I love him, I do, but I really like he did a stop it, Keanu. She's fine, McGuinevere. She's fine. Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna piss her off. Oh my God, look at this.
What is that? Is that 7?
She put on a little. Look at my baby.
Well, how old is 6 now?
She turned 5 in September.
Okay, well, she's a little heavy for that age, you know.
And she, dude, she was. I don't know if you've been following. She didn't eat. I was losing my mind. I'm pretty sure. Look at this cat. I'm pretty sure she lived. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. Not for long. Keanu put a down deposit at a taxidermist, and it was a lot of money. It was Keanu. It's hard to fucking put your insults at my. You're jealous. Look at this cat.
Where's Perry? Perry, oh, he's sleeping. We've been running all day outside, having fun.
Who's that?
I throw like sticks, balls, and then she brings them back. Then I go to the other side and throw like 7 things, and then she runs, and we have fun.
Tell the story. Tell the story. And by the way, she's eating like an animal now, Meg. Look, she just walked over to her plate. She's like, feed me, daddy. Hold on. Where is it? That's her. Baby, do you need food? Hold on. Gonna get her some food. She's such a. I was thinking at the time, like you had a dog named LeBron.
Yeah. He was the best.
And she did. She licked a palmetto bug. That's what I think. And didn't you say like everyone thought you had a black kid?
Well, yeah, because I'd be in the what was it? I'd be in the yard going, what was it? LeBron, don't eat the last rib. Like, well, I don't know what the fuck. It was so long. I don't remember. Oh, LeBron, don't be dragging your big dick around the lawn. You know, whatever. I don't.
It's stupid. It was so stupid. Like, but in your defense, it would change every time. Like whatever the last. Hey, LeBron, get out of that tree. Didn't you say that one? Oh, hey, don't chase that thing up the tree. And it's just like, and I just sit in the back like, because a black guy would do that.
But it was funny. Like, you know, it was, I miss that dog, you know, like the other, Tyler's getting really old. Now he gets to eat whatever he wants. He's probably got maybe a year or so left. But did he just walk away? Are you turning down your heat stove?
No, because Six wants food now, and she hasn't been eating in a while, so I want to fucking give her food because she's a spoiled little brat. She likes her food.
Yeah, but they all like food if you keep giving it to them. You know, you got to have it.
Bob, we'll do panel. By the way, Bob, I hear your kid loves it when a car commercial comes on.
Car. He's 18, but it's fucking cute. That fucking little ring. Where's a helmet?
Bob, I hear having a kid's like having a gay roommate.
Yeah, because all day you're like, don't sit on that, get that out of your mouth. No, having a 3-year-old, whatever.
I'll do this for a fucking hour. You know that, Bob.
You ready for the new one? I just tell all the time. You ready? Gino, I went to sleep the other night and a fucking ghost came in, and it was a hot girl and she was blowing me,
right?
And she swallowed it, and I told my wife, and she goes, "Well, what are you gonna do?" I said, "I'm going to bed right after dinner."
I didn't know that one. There you go.
No, it's just I came up with it. I just throw it out there all the time. I just like. Now I just put stuff on my phone, like little stupid shit I come up with.
It's so funny. Like that's me. Thanks for covering. I love it. It's like having a kid. Don't eat that. Get that out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But like that's why, and we got lucky with all this because I'm lucky enough that during the lockdown, like I realized like we weren't doing stand up, and I had that sports. But it's like you realize we get to work on fucking our act every day we get to get behind a microphone every day, which is why it's a waste, which is why it's another waste. And I'm going to shit on Kevin Brenny because I love doing it. All he does is fucking shit on people. That doesn't make you a better comic. He's just going further down that rabbit hole, but we're always trying to be funny, which helps when we go out and do sets and stuff. You know, you think of these dumb lines and you write them down for the show or for the podcast. Like I sit there with my Google and I'll just yell, I'll think of a dumb joke. And honest to God, people make fun of me. I have erasable markers. I'll write it on the wall and then erase it later when I finally get it to my phone. But now you just yell, hey, Google, add a calendar event for Monday at noon. Usually,
The title of the event.
Bob Levy is a queer.
All right. Bob Levy is a queer on Monday from noon to 1 p.m.
Mondays.
Save that?
Yes, because then I'll see it Monday during the show and I'll start laughing like a maniac and talk about us doing this for the second time. I love doing this. It's stupid. But yeah, and then you just think of it. Johnny Mills says Keanu will get over her phobias and load him on 6's food with palmetto bugs. Yeah, 2 problems. I'm telling you, Bob, like, I don't know, you probably weren't following In Hot Water this week, but I'm losing my mind because the cat just out of the blue stops eating. And I think you can tell from this cat, that's a problem.
The cat's full. That's why he stops eating. He's full.
No, she was here's how
whatever.
Here's how I knew she had an auto feeder. She still does. And like when that food fucking pours out, like she jumps at it and it was just piling up. I'm like, that's weird. And then after 3 days, I'm freaking out. And fucking our buddy Jim from Florida, shout out, calls in and he says, he's like, you know what goes on in Florida? These cats eat these palmetto bugs that have been sprayed with pesticides and they get sick. It doesn't kill them, but they get sick. And I go, oh my God, because this cat fucking, she doesn't play with normal cat toys. When it's the summer, I'll leave the window open because big flies will come in and she loves chasing it, you know? Hi, Black-Eyed Sue. I don't know what the splendid idea is, but I guarantee it's not nice. Sorry. And Jim's like, oh my God, Bob, honest to God, like every couple months I'll get a fucking giant palmetto bug in here and I'll let the cat play with it because she loves beating it up. You know, we don't have mice, thank God. And I'm like, maybe she licked it. And damn, if that, I talked to Jeffrey Paul, his wife's a vet, and she's like, try giving her Pepsid AC. And damn if that didn't turn it around quickly, knock wood. Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? Where did I go? What do you think? I flew?
I think you just stopped talking.
Well, I can stop talking once. Some people know how to do that, Gino.
Happy with yourself? Think that's pretty funny? You like what you did there?
Oh, yeah.
Jaquan G says, Gino said on Stuttering John yesterday that he purposefully lets flies. Yeah, is that weird?
Yeah.
Gino fights flies, and that's not surprised. I don't think, like, I will sit on my fire escape, I'll smoke a cigar, and I'll leave the window wide open because the cat will come outside, hang out with me, and then she's got flies to kill. It's not like there's 900 flies in the apartment. I stand by it, you know, and the flies love the heat of the stove, of the boiling pot of water. Kill me, Bob.
I think he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook something today or tomorrow. It's still on.
I'm saving it for my puddle chicken, you faggot.
Hey, my puddle chicken's the best. All it is. I like the stuff I know how to do good. The stuff she knows how to cook good, and that's it. We make it through the week.
Black-Eyed Sue, yeah, the cat. Not only is the cat okay, she's eating like crazy. And they gave me something weird to put on her ear to make her hungry. Today's the first I didn't put it on, which is good. McGuinevere, 6 was just pissed you left her home with Kiki. 6 is devious. That was the other thing that I thought at first, Bob. Not that you care, but I left, Kiana was locked out of her house for a day and a half because her friend took her keys. And I'm like, just stay at my place. And I thought because
play with the
flies and just stay at my place and get pneumonia because I don't want you working the stove as much as I love you by the stove, bitch. Whatever. Look, I love this guy trying to start shit. Why is Bob friends with Perry after they insulted Keanu and Chrissy? They didn't insult Keanu
Perry
and
threatens
Chrissy.
to kill me almost every week. Okay.
Yeah. And
it's
by
just
the way,
way it is. Okay. It's
but
not,
Perry
it's
didn't.
fun.
And this is where me and Bob differ. I think Perry's a good dude. I just don't like his handlers, and his handlers are the ones that shit on him. Perry, in fact, if you look at the clip, Johnny
Not at
Payton, what a talkative colored kid. If you watch the clip from when they were on, fucking, that was what pissed me off. Perry literally goes, I I want you out of my house, or everyone out of my house.
Every
And the
week.
girls,
That's every week.
right? But the girls literally were uncomfortable, and he goes, "Not the girls, you guys." I don't like it. Yeah,
But no, that's every week, dude. It's every week. It's not. Believe me, they love Perry. Perry loves them.
they love the money.
And
This is where we disagree.
no, you think Tom needs to do all that shit? Perry would be homeless. Okay, but they put money away for his house, to his family and shit. They do a lot of stuff. Believe me,
I'm
he's
not
going to be in a
saying they're not
movie.
making money. I'm saying they're making money. I'm just saying I don't like the way they treat them. That's all I'm saying. Not saying I'm right. Saying that's
I'm
how I
there a
feel.
lot. I'm there. I watch every show. I hang out with them. I talk to them, and I know how much that Tom cares for Perry. I know how much. Okay, so you can't tell me any different because I'm in in it with them. You know what I mean? And I love what they do for him. And
C-Mox is on your side, and I love C-Mox. She says Perry kicks everyone out and threatens to quit every stream.
yeah,
And Mason in Portland says I'm wrong. Gino, says I could not be more wrong. Tom B's great to Perry, saved his life. Look, I'm done. I won't even weigh in on it. I feel how I feel, but
there's
I'm
no
not the
reason
first to admit
to
I don't follow
because
it
I'm
enough.
just telling you the facts. You know what I mean? I'm telling you the facts. We adore Perry here, and we
Bill
adore
says
everyone.
Tom
They're
literally
very
refers
nice
to
to us.
Perry as an asset.
Tom Levy.
Look at this guy. Watch this. Bob. Gino, wake up. Perry's gang is anti-Chrissy, and Bob is cool with it. Bob, I hate you. This fake black avatar, this nazy ligger, this is what people do.
No, but if you fall
have
for
an actual
they're
face,
playing.
Johnny Payton.
Do you understand that this is their job? This is what kind of makes the show like once they get you going on something, it's great. It's actually great for the shows. It really is. These people are very good at what they do.
But it's more,
and that's why I enjoy the chat. I pay attention to the chat because they're fucking hilarious, and they try to to push the show a different way. And it works a lot, and that's the whole fucking thing. Whether it's good or it's bad, you have to be able to play with it. Otherwise, you're just going to be angry you're going to be yelling at somebody on the screen for real,
Yeah, but that's just it. It's like, it's more work bullshit, and I just don't like it. Like, I like fucking, and I'll say it again. I love that you fucking left fucking that Kevin Brennan shit, because you're fucking, and although I don't like what's his name I like the BS show when it was just you three. I think Zenhauser's dead weight, but I like
that was one of my ideas.
What?
To bring him in full time.
He stinks.
No, he doesn't. It works good for the show.
Sure, Fridays. I'm going to walk out on my show again if Bob keeps this up. Here we go. No, Bob, go on. Bob Levy, everyone. Here we go.
But no, it was like, it was good to mix it up. You have to bring in new people. It can't be three people doing every show, and you have to mix it up a little bit, but the majority of the listeners there want to see us. And that's a fact, because others don't get numbers, but that's fine. Exactly. And we dig it. We dig it that, that we have support. It's the greatest feeling in the world that we have great people that want to be part of it every day.
And do you think, and that's the beauty of it, and I'll
it's
even
a blessing, God damn it. That's a blessing. That is a blessing.
I'll compare it to Johnny Payton. Perry's gang is anti-Chris. Good. Anyone that finds fucking, what Chrissy's gang does and Perry's gang does are two completely different things. Okay.
Exactly. And it's
and that's why.
Like, there's going to be people that don't like this show, don't like that show, whatever. It doesn't matter. Perry's a unique show to do. I know how to do it because I've watched it. I know everything about the show, and I learned it in a short time, and I know how to do it and go on there. And I know that the show is not about me. It's about making Perry even better, when I'm on. And it's not about me. And I know that. And that's how I go into it. Good. Freeze. Look at you.
What did I just do?
Did they have Perry shaking a tip? No. A tip? What?
Gino,
close the window. It's not working. Close the window.
Shaking a tip jar all day. Again, I don't know why you were like.
He's freezing again.
Look at him. They're taking a dig at Steel Toe. Yeah, you know why?
Okay.
Because I had some stupid button in the lower right, and it gave me some fucking the only thing that should be mixed is alcohol and soda, and nothing else. I hit some button in the lower left, and it was giving me updates on the news and freezing up my fucking thing. I'm sorry.
I don't even watch the news anymore. I could care less what happens unless
I can't either. Yeah, Bob, I can't either.
Why are you going like people get upset about everything, you know what I mean, whether it's on here or fucking the news or this, everybody. I don't give a fuck. I just fucking do what I do and I enjoy myself.
Okay. Hey, watch this. Johnny Payton, then I'm going to ban you because you're just trying to.
No.
I'm banning him, Bob.
He's just
because
playing.
Look, if Harry said Gino needs comedy
he's one of the best fucking quarterbacks ever. I know that dude.
I just put him in a timeout. Well, I just don't. I try and have better fucking, like, he's trying towards, like, no one cares. Like,
yeah, but you don't have to put it up then.
I do, because I like fucking banning them and telling people why. I'm trying to educate the chat. I'm going to say, like, I answered your question. I said, no one fucking wants fucking, if you like Perry, you're not going to like Chrissy. If you like Kevin Brenny, you're not going to like me. I like both. Well, I'm saying if you're
if
you fucking don't like me and like Perry people. Or don't like me and like Kevin Brennan, good. I'm not trying to win you over. When I just explained, it's like, if he said this, no, you just didn't listen to me. I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't even know what Perry says about me. And when you say Perry says it, you're an idiot, because Perry only has the opinions of what Tom tells him to have. Tell me I'm wrong there.
No. And Perry has never called you an idiot.
I know that.
Listen to me. That's what they do. They'll say somebody said this, and then people go, that motherfucker, and then they find out that they never said anything, and you look stupid. So you don't say anything. You don't react to what
I haven't said anything. Jaquan G says Perry stinks. You know,
that's what if he stinks, he stinks. It's not for you. That's fine.
Peanut Galleries says banning hurts. Let me tell you the story of a misunderstood guy named Tubby. I was right about him too, Bob. And I watch this. I actually hope this Peanut Gallery guy is Tubby. Otherwise, that fat fuck died alone. Like I guarantee he will. I just hope he didn't yet.
Wait a minute, Sizzle's chest. Perry said he wants to make love to Gino. I heard. You see, I heard that too.
Is that true?
You see, you fell for it. Boom.
No. I was playing along with.
You're listening to a piece of bacon, you motherfucker.
I was playing along. I know he didn't say that, but I wanted to do the bit. I was trying to.
Okay,
here, I'll do it again. Do it again. And 3, 1, 3, and I don't know how Keanu counts. Hey, look at this. Is this true, Bob? Perry said he wants to make love to me.
Yes, I heard him say it the other.
It's bullshit. It's a lie. It's a.
No, it's actually true.
Listen to me. Perry loves Gino, Chrissy, Bob Canoe, and pretty much everyone. I agree. I think Perry does, and I think they put ideas in his mouth.
Nobody puts ideas in his head. Come on, Gino. Yeah. It's not, don't look into everything so much.
And this is another thing. I love this, Derek Andrews. If Perry, who lives in California, is going out to do Chrissy's show and not, this is where I love it. Like, Derek, stop listening to these fucking people that do a work. And it's the same thing when Kevin would say, he was only paying me $100. He was there already, and fucking because the boss is such a nice guy. He's like, hey, as long as you're here and you're gonna come on my desk, I'll pay you $100. Fucking same thing, Derek. What Perry should have said was, hey, how come I didn't get paid? Was, hey, thank you, because he fucking was in LA and they said, yeah, you want to do my show? Fine, come on out. That's it. It's called a guest spot. And if fucking Perry, who literally had his guys say he can do 45 minutes because that's fucking gay and an insult. I hope I hope the payment situation you're talking about is fucking Perry not paying Chrissy to be on a show with people that came to see comedy while he fucking sat there stuttering like an idiot.
Why would he pay
That's the kind
people
of
to come? Why would he's promoting their show and he has a big California thing.
Well, there you go. Because his guys don't understand comedy, and they were so dumb. They literally asked if Perry could do 45 minutes before they tackled him. So, Derek, let me address it. Fucking Perry's great, but his guys are fucking getting out of their skis, thinking they know how to fucking talk comedy when their bit is putting words in Perry's mouth and taking fucking money and putting it aside for Perry and making him money.
You think they're making a ton of money? You're out of your mind.
Perry, I didn't say they were making a ton of money.
No, but I'm saying they're taking care of Perry really good. And yeah, I mean, look, Perry's going to be on a show. He's going to get paid. You know what I mean? He paid. I know he was handled more money than anyone else in Pottstown for everything. And I know that because yes, he was worth it. And and if we do a show in LA and Perry comes on it, he's going to get paid a lot again.
That's fine. But this is the perfect way to put it. Thank you, Aaron. Perry never said anything bad about me, and I've never said anything bad about Perry. Tom trashed Keanu after the incident and said her boyfriend was flat broke because he's a red bar mark. That was what started it. Literally, fucking after Perry got tackled on stage, Bob, fucking Tom, that fucking sad, fucking opportunistic meathead.
He's a great dude.
What's that?
He's a great dude. I talk to him a lot, and he's a fucking great dude. And he cares about fucking Perry a lot.
Yeah, and he cares about the money he makes him even more, which is why
he makes his own money.
He deflected and tried to say Keanu didn't do well, and I'm not being some meathead boyfriend. Like
he actually, okay, here's what happened. He said he was sitting. It was outside, right? I heard it. He was outside. Perry, come here. See, I named my dog after Perry. But
you have to call him Little Perry. You have to name him Little Perry.
No, he's very long, my dog.
All right, go on. I'm sorry,
they
buddy.
said that they were watching the show was outside, and they said that you could hear crickets that were out there because it was outside and it was crickets. It was just.
He literally said when the host was on the show,
let me see
you
what's
could
going
hear
on.
crickets.
Hold on. But no, there was real crickets in there. Hold on.
He literally, while Bob's gone, and this is why, and you can call, he literally said, oh, I'm not saying anything, but when that host was on, it's outside and I could hear crickets. He said the host was on first because, again, Tom is all about making money, and rather than just admit Perry's not fucking good at comedy, he gets laughs, he's got a great stream, he's a wonderful person, but that's it, Bob. He said when the host was on, I could hear the crickets outside.
That's when he heard. But he heard them out, and yeah, they were outside the crickets, and you can hear them. It's pretty funny because you always think of crickets when someone's not good doing, but you heard crickets because of the fact there was crickets out there. There's a lot. Like at night out here, if I'm doing a show in my yard, you're gonna hear crickets.
Bob, let me tell you when you're not gonna hear crickets. If Keanu, Chrissy, and fucking whatchamacallit, why can't I think her name? My buddy Marshall Beaupre thinks she's so hot. He literally said he wanted to fuck her in front of his girlfriend at the time. Lila Hart. Lila Hart. She's so hot. My friend Marshall Beaupre in front of his girlfriend at the time said, God, I'd love to fuck her. At any rate, if those three are doing a show, then you're not going to hear the crickets because you're going to hear the crowd laughing, okay? But if Perry's on the show, Bob, you're going to hear fucking crickets while he's on before he gets tackled, and then you're not going to hear crickets when his fucking handler, Tom, says, I could hear the crickets when the host was on, despite the fact that it's the second night of the show, and a lot of people that laughed the first night when you couldn't hear the crickets because fucking meathead Tom, the faggot, wasn't there with Perry.
Jesus.
That's just all I'm saying. It's like, Bob, you're leaving. You should work for the Democratic Party, and I know you hate them because you leave out one point and flip the story. If you say I could hear crickets, fucking yes, you could hear crickets. If you say I could hear crickets because the host was on, then you're shitting on the host and don't care about the crickets.
No, but it was when the show started, he said you can hear crickets because there was crickets. There was there was woods back there. There was wood. It doesn't matter. Let's get back to Kevin.
But really fast, Bob, if you were on stage during that show, would they hear the crickets? No.
You never even hear any animal when I'm up there.
Except you. Steel Tiff says, as live performers, we all know what crickets means. But I will say Bob is a loyal dude, and he doesn't just say yes and when we criticize his friend, he stands up for his guys. I agree. Yeah. Dick89, disagree. McGuinevere, totally agree. Johnny Payton, you nazy ligger. And Peanut Gallery says, nice try, Bob. That's how I know it's not Tubby, although I do love his fucking avatar. That's what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, speaking of Chrissy, everyone go wish her a happy birthday today. I did already. And Kirkland Reds 100 said the best part of that was when Perry was so genuine. He said he recommended a book for the girls to read. Yeah, that was nice. That was fucking nice.
He was just being like, he's the most innocent, nicest mind of a person. I've hung out with him not doing a show, and he's like the kindest guy and sweetheart. But he gets mad during the show because it's it really drives him crazy to show. and then he doesn't remember what happened, and it happens again next week, and it's the greatest Groundhog Day thing I ever seen in my life. That's my favorite thing to watch. I'm telling you.
That's not mine. That's not mine. But
It
Mason
is
and
mine,
Portland,
and that's what it is. And
there you go.
And that's it. And I'm
That's
just
it.
saying. Hey Perry, here's Perry. He got his ball. See.
Well, I'll have you know, Keanu C. Thompson loves Perry, probably your dog. Tom is a subhuman. That's all. That's
Not
all.
at all.
Michael
Look,
O'Malley, I've told this story countless times. I grew up in South Jersey. We did the Catholic altar boy thing every Sunday. By the time we got home at 4:00, the Eagles weren't on anymore. You got the AFC late game. It was usually the Chargers. I love their uniforms. I loved Air Coryell. I never stopped following them. I'm getting better at telling that story. Crimson Ghost, Bob, I'm sorry, I left you up there. Hi, Bob. Said, never heard Bob or any other podcast defending Gino the way he defends Tom. They must be good friends. That's not bad, right?
I do defend you when you're right. I do, and I do, and I see that you were right a lot more than I thought you were. I'm sorry.
I was right about fucking Ray. We know he's an idiot.
It happens. You know what I mean?
By the way, it's all work. He's secretly rich and only streams form from the apartment he owns in a mansion in Beverly Hills. All right.
Exactly. We put him in a different apartment to film.
Michael O'Malley, steel toe can't make. No, he pretty much fucks her raw when I'm there. You know, we're all swingers. Clip that. I'm kidding.
Really?
By the way, Bob is in the pocket of Perry and Tom. Shameful. No.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not in nobody's pocket. I'm in my own fucking
Watch
pocket.
this. And I disagree, but you.
That's
love
it.
this.
No, get him off. Throw him off again, Gino. I'm not gonna have this. I'm in the pocket. I'm in nobody's pocket, man.
Hold on, Johnny.
I'm the one that puts money in people's pockets in this fucking business. And
He
I've done
says,
that
I've been friends
for
with
30
10 years. I've been friends with you 10 years. Poor Bob has been friends with me. I would argue 25 years.
It has to be 25 to 30. It has to be, I would say, around.
It's like a prison. It's like a prison sentence. 20. I can tell you exactly how long it was. I got on stage. It's going on 30 years because I got on stage like 1995, and I always tell the story. I was at Poncho O'Hara's. I did. By the way, before I tell this story, Deadpool in the house. Fuck crickets. Exactly.
You know
dude.
what I mean? The bugs ruin shows. They do. That's what Deadpool's saying, and I get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do the show later because the crickets will go away by 10:30. So you do the show later because you can't have that, you know?
Shout out to Dave Doors, who fucking quotes Bugs Bunny. My name is Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht again.
Hey, you know what I was watching today? I put on, we woke up early and I put on the old channel or whatever. They had old Popeye. It was like really old Popeye.
I never really watched Popeye. I watched it, but I don't remember.
Dude.
I never watched it, again.
Bluto was spraying and killing all the spinach, and he had this fucking plane going over and fucking spraying, killing all the spinach in town, so Popeye couldn't do anything. And it was like one of the early ones. That's Levy Bisconte. Stop it.
Oh my god! By the way, I just realized who Scooter Tom is. Do you know who Scooter Tom is? Correct me if I'm wrong. I got it from his avatar. Oh my god. That avatar picture is from the salad days of In Hot Water when before Aaron didn't love us anymore. And it was like something, I always say it was like something out of the movie Seven, Bob. Remember Seven at the end when the guy shows up
What
with
is
the
Seven? What is Seven?
Remember the movie Seven with fucking
No.
Brad?
No. I'm not going to watch a movie with Brad Pitt. I'm not.
It's Brad Pitt, but I still think you're fucking. It's Brad Pitt. It's fucking who's the black guy in every movie that does the voiceover? Why can't I think of his name? The guy that at any rate, it's the end. Gwyneth Paltrow's head is in a box, and the guy just shows up with it. At any rate, Scooter Tom is the guy that when I was in LA one time, he's like, I saw you on Venice Beach. He's like, I'm here. I'm like, and I was Skyping into In Hot Water, which was 9 a.m. back then, 6 a.m. LA time. And I'm like, well, we'll do some shots tomorrow if you're around or something. And he literally, I tweeted this, he literally came up on a fucking motorized bike with a bottle of Jameson while I'm doing the show at fucking 6:30 in the morning LA time. And I did shots on the street. It's the same episode, Loose Lips Lucy, where some homeless woman wanted a shot. I let her drink a toothless homeless woman from it and drank after her and never got COVID as a result. Speaking of what's in the box, what did you get me for? We're going out to dinner, Keanu.
Oh, nice.
We're doing steaks, buying you steaks. Morgan Freeman. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. There you go. It was Morgan Freeman. Thank you, Keanu. I can tip $5 for a drink on your fucking birthday. Isn't that nice? Fucking taking you out to a nice steak dinner, Kiki. That's how daddy do. What's that? So yeah, Bob, it was like 30 years to finish that story.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday night, Pancho O'Hara's. I met you and Keith Pinnell.
Yeah.
And I've known you since then, you know.
Yeah. And you said, hey, keep doing it. You're still doing it. Like in a little while from now, I'll take you out on the road with me. And like 6 months later, we were at Pancho O'Hara's. Me, you, and I think it was the late Jeff Parami. Loved him. Like, oh yeah. And then we started touring and stuff. YouTube user says, I'll tell you what crickets you didn't hear, and that was moon crickets. The old moon cricket bit. God damn it, I sent that like 7 messages before Mason in Portland.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to check my chicken, Dave Dorsett.
Oh, my God.
I always got to check the chicken when I got to get out. That's why he said that.
I can't believe you've never seen Seven. You would love it. Bob, jump in my pocket and say, you love old Concrete Pete. You have one. Love me or you're dead to me, bird. You're dead to me, bird. All right. Yeah, classic line. What's in the box?
I never seen it, you know.
That's nice, though. Reminisce about the first time Gino blew Bob lobotomy, John. Hey, Bob, say hi to my friend. Bob, read that. You know this.
Hey, Bob, say hey to my friend Gabe Itches.
Gabe Itches. That's gold.
Mule is
Isn't
funny.
that gold? That Kiana said that. She was on the show one time, and we had Frankie saying it. And I believe he said, you can't write this shit. I believe he said, what's up, gay bitches? All right. Well, I guess that's it. We gave him.
I got to check the chicken anyway.
Yeah, Bob, I'll let you go and I'll wrap it up. But Bob, thanks so much, man.
Hey, it's always fun, you know.
The big money will agree to disagree, but yeah, that was that was a good time. And yeah, so again, you were there with the Kevin Brennan thing, and we know he's a fucking.
You're lucky. I
saved my life there, dude.
I pulled him off of you.
By the way, Dr. Chow says, I need to see Ray's comedy in real life now because his stand-up special online is really bad. Yet a handful of these guys stands up Brennan scheme out. Say he's not a great comedian on stage. He's a formulaic fucking sad loser. And I'm telling you, to this day, that C-word joke, puddled chicken, hit the like the smash button. I'm telling you, Bob, if that C-word joke, you could tell he literally, a fan told me this ages ago, and I'm pathetic, Bob, because I've been looking for it. Like, that is an old joke. And he literally said, he was at a fiber optics convention. They're like, just don't say the C word. It's an old joke.
There on the joke. I would have walked out and had a cigarette once he went into that bed.
The C word joke is copper because fucking fiber optics fucking is replacing copper wiring. And that's what I'm taking Keanu for a birthday, by the way. I'm bringing Keanu to Niggly's. They got a great burger with a charred bun and watermelon slice. I ate the whole slice. I ate the rind. That's right. One on the Moon is my favorite. Good work, Bobby. All right. And
all right.
And hold on.
Put me down for December 8th. Tell Anthony too. I'll come into him too. I want to definitely do one before he leaves, you know.
Oh my God, look at this. David Chandler. I've heard about this guy. Since Deadpool didn't manage his super chat money and ran into I don't get these guys, but since he did, he wanted to give me for quality steaks.
Do you understand? They keep a lot of people going in this business. You know what I mean? They really do. And
I don't get how they do it, but I cannot thank them enough.
A lot of people can, but and they do because it's their entertainment. You understand? And, And I met Chandler, great guy, and that stuff.
You did not.
I met him in Rochester. I think it was DabbleCon. Yeah.
I think this is the first time Chandler crashed my chat, but I cannot thank him enough. Chandler, thank you so much. Looks like Keanu will be getting an actual steak instead of puddle steak. You ever have puddle steak, Bob?
Yeah, but Deadful is a bit of a dick. Chandler's right about this.
I love Deadful, dude. I got to tell this story, and I'll let you get to your chicken. I've told it countless times. But Deadful, he's so good to me, and he's really good to Keanu. He's good to a lot of people, but, you know, he gave Keanu, like, $50 one time, and it was the first time she was all excited, and she said something. Then he gave her another. He gave her $100 one time, and I know Chad watches this shit, right? And the next day, Deadpool gives Chad a fucking. It can't be a mistake. He gives him a super sticker for 99 cents, which is this color. And you see Chad he goes, hey, that's 99 cents. You could just tell it broke his heart. Funny. And a week later, he did it to Chad again. And I was in the chat, and you cannot convince me he didn't know I was in there. And Deadpool did it just for me. So I want to thank David Chandler. I want to thank Deadpool. That was a close one. I almost left before we got our Deadpool. Chandler.
I don't like Deadpool
money.
Either. I think Deadpool's a bit of a jerk off, but Chandler.
Are you serious, or is this a work?
Yeah,
I love.
No,
Deadpool.
I'm just saying. I mean, I think Chandler's right about the guy. He doesn't even know how to manage his money and that shit.
I just got it. I didn't even know you two had a limit. Only guys like Chandler and Deadpool would know that. Although maybe Brock Lee, who's another guy Borgeson, who's just he's another whack-a-mole. Look at that. Peanut Gallery gifted subs to me. Gifted subs, yeah. I have a gifted sub to I'm going to be honest. I have
another red one. Oh my God, a red one.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, look.
I would know if I saw a red one.
Yeah, Lobotomy John. Put it up, quick.
Red one. Oh my. Oh. I knew what it was, but now do you see? It's like, look, huh? I want to thank David Chandler.
Bob Gino doesn't know.
I'll be Chad. I want to thank David Chandler and Lobotomy. I'm telling you, that was Chad. It's so good. David Chandler. And the funny thing is, it was Deadpool. Like Lobotomy John, I don't know him, so it was easy to tell. But oh my God, when you see Deadpool in the color red, you don't look, and then you're like, there's only 2 9s. There's supposed to be 4 9s.
Hold on a second. Mr. Doodle, we're not talking about fucking poodles here. We'll see you Monday morning, motherfucker.
So good.
Unbelievable, that fucking dog. Such a fucking, yeah.
By the way, I love Deadpool as Chandler. Why would he need 2 names? Maybe
Why?
so
it makes no sense. I mean,
unless he wanted to give out a lot of money. But someone accused me on the Stuttering John thing of being Tukey.
No, Tukey's funny.
Walked right into that. I'll do it again. Hey, someone accused me of being Tukey.
Nah, Tukey's funny. I've seen his work and yours.
Yeah, Tukey's great. But yeah, it's like I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you think I would do that, but no. All right, so now there you go. That's 2.5 hours for 100 people, and I cannot thank. Speaking of 100, I want to thank David Chandler. I want to thank Deadpool. I want to thank all the boys. Deadpool is Chandler. Finkel is Einhorn.
Yeah, he wished it was.
Not sure of one thing. Deadpool is someone else.
He is. Right, he's a pain in the ass, that Deadpool.
April is Tukey. You and Tukey are both olive oil Americans. Thank you, Kirkland Reds. Fucking great.
It's fucking great.
Chandler, don't give Steel Toe no. Oh, stop. Bankruptcy imminent. I love these idiots. You're welcome, bro. All right, so there you go, Bob. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you get back to your goddamn chicken. And thanks for doing this again. Always love hanging out with you. Plug your thing. So tell me about, before I do fucking hang up on you, not that these guys don't know. Poor April. Keep it up, Keanu. What was I going to say? So important. Oh, that's it, Bob. Tell me about Levyverse. Like you had to try run all that shit.
Yeah, we just started Levyland and Out of the Coffin, and we're gonna be adding to those shows a lot of new stuff, and we'll see what hits. And what hits, we'll go to maybe being another show. You understand? We have a lot of ideas and shit. I got a lot of idea people, and we're gonna step it up with creativity and stuff like that, and it's gonna be unique, and it's gonna be fun, and it's none of the bullshit, no screaming about anyone, just doing fun shit that we think is fun. That's it.
There you go. See, Aaron says it. That's why it would be him. All right, Bobby. Well, congrats on that. Yes, thanks for helping me shit on Kevin Brennan on Gratcast.
No, we weren't shitting on him. You know, just
look at
making
that.
a point. All right, I got to go check on the chicken.
All right, Bob Levy, everyone. There you go. There you go.
Have a good weekend. Veterans
Bobby,
Day.
who's your NFL lock this week?
Who's playing?
You don't have
Okay,
one.
you know what? You know what?
You know why you don't know? Because the Eagles are off, so you don't give a fuck.
Okay, no, what I'm going to go with, because of the fact I know that they've been rough lately, very rough, and they had a week off and they're back, and I think they fucking quarterback might have his touch. San Francisco.
Bad news, Bob. I like San Francisco too. You know, Mason. Yeah, but I don't. The Seahawks.
What happened last week? Yeah, we were laughing about that.
No, I picked against San Fran last week. No, I didn't. I didn't touch that game.
San Fran wasn't playing last week. They were off.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I do believe they figured shit out. And
they get Deebo Samuel back. They get back Trent Williams on offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not sold on the Jags. I know he should be. The Seahawks, I forget who they're playing. Oh, they're laying 6.5 against Washington. I don't know if I love that line.
I love it.
Yeah, see, I said the same thing.
Washington will play Philly pretty close, but they're not that good.
No, and they weren't. That game was never close. Remember, Eagles kept going up 2 touchdowns and letting them take their time scoring a second. The Raiders, always the Raiders Sunday night. Do you know what the Sunday night game is, Bob? As your chicken burns.
Go ahead.
Jets Raiders. Ugh.
Okay, my pick. Now, I say this all the time, and you can look over the whole year and see if I'm right and go back to next year. The games that are by themselves, one game, Sunday night or a Saturday game.
There's an early game.
I always take the underdog, no matter who it is. And I took Minnesota beat San Francisco, I believe, that night.
You nailed that, yeah.
Yeah, and nobody would touch that game, but I have to go with the games that are by themselves, the underdogs, because they're usually a close game.
Well, here's the perfect one then. I love these bets, Bob. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, there's another fucking Germany or some fucking game, 9:30 a.m. that we're all going to sleep through, but it's a standalone game. The Colts are playing the Patriots in fucking Germany or something. And I'm going to ask you, the Patriots are favored. The underdog is the Patriots, 1.5. So you're saying put money on the Patriots, the underdog on that standalone game.
I would say that's by going. I would say that I would definitely be like the Colts are going to kill them, but it never happens that way. I think the Colts are a much better team.
Do you know what Josh Dobbs' nickname is? It's the Pastronaut, because he's an aeronautical engineer who throws passes. All right, it's been 2.5 hours. We gotta go.
All right, hold on, wait. Okay, the chicken's calling me. I gotta go.
Bob Levy is out. Later, Bob Levy.
Happy Veterans Day, all vets and
there
everything.
There you go. Later, Bob. Bob is gone. There you go. Scooter going Jets Raiders on Sunday. Good for you, Scooter Tom. That's in Vegas, I imagine. Browns doing good right now. Browns and Chargers used to be my bingo free spaces. I don't know what that means. I don't. I took Pittsburgh in my football video, Mr. Doodle. If you want, Jake Hudson is broccoli. No, he's not. Lobotomy John, thank you for the 99 cents. That was fucking great. I love it. Gino's favorite team is San Francisco. I'm shocked. It's not my favorite team. It's the Chargers. Johnny Chopsticks. I love Bob too. I do. All right, so guys, I want to let's wrap it up. It's been 2.5 hours. I love that the time flies, Bob, when I get to hang with bisexuals. Deutschland Uber Allies. All right, so again, thank you so much, Lobotomy John. Thank you, Chandler, and thank you, Deadpool. Whether you're 2 people or 1 people, you're great persons. And I gotta go fucking find some birthday gift for this whore, the love of my life. That isn't a number. All right, that is fucking the show. You guys are great. Thank you so much. It was a great show. Thanks to you guys. Go enjoy college football. I got to go shopping. Patrick P. I don't know what this means. Thank you. Before I go, I want everyone to make sure they know that everyone should learn to use Linux, Debian, or Arch. Both are better than Windows or Mac OS. Off topic, here are some boobs. Those are flat boobs. Those look like awful boobs. Thank you. You're welcome, my love. And thank you guys. All right, I'm going to go. You guys are great. Thank you so much for everything. Oh, go Rebs. You know it, Johnny Chopsticks. We'll end on that later, everybody. I got to go spend that 99